Well, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a bit of an impromptu FlyJSim live stream. Today it is the 5th of February 2022, 33 minutes past 5 in the evening in the UK. My standby has just finished, and I thought I'd spend the evening planning or conducting a live stream. Now, the plan this morning was to actually use Microsoft Flight Simulator to fly the CRJ 700 to Istanbul. Lo and behold, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't even have Istanbul Airport installed. So I thought, oh no, well, we've got to try something else. The reason I want to go to Istanbul is there's a really cool VATSIM event going on this evening, really big, busy one, and I thought, well, that'd be great. So, well, slight change of plan. We're now back in X-Plane 11. We're going to take the Dash 8. Please be advised, I haven't had enough practice for this particular stream. It's been about 2 months since I've flown it. I've only flown it twice before on live streams. I managed half a test sector, got an airborne. I'll be needing your help for the rest of the way to get it all the way into Istanbul. Apart from holding and things like that, I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, we are in Athens, Lima Golf Alpha Victor. It seems quite busy here as well, and we are flying to Istanbul. Flight time around 1 hour 20 minutes. I didn't really think about actually maybe the sector much. I know Greece and Turkey have a bit of a stretch relationship, perhaps in reality, but we'll put all that to a side for the love of aviation today, and looking forward to flying the latest public version of the Dash 8 version 1.0. I think it's 1.5 or something. It's the latest one. Who have we got here? Anon FlyJSim, Evening Gap, hello to you. Joe Drange, hope you're doing well. Prince Al Sheik is here. Can't wait for plenty of Are You a Real Pilot moments. A lot of that today. In fact, I know a lot of you quite enjoy watching me being quite stressed out, which will be the case because I'm not familiar with the Dash 8 at all, but I've got some notes from my previous streams which hopefully I'll follow and get it from A to B safely. Hello Nightbot, hope you're doing well. Henry Andon, Kieran Harvey's here as well. Miles Peacock, very good evening to you. Evening Captain, hoping to join you on this sector. Please feel free to do so. It's very busy here. I don't know if they're holding their own VATSIM event here, but yeah, it looks, there's a lot of departures of 03 Rider a second ago, which is pretty cool. Hello Edo, you're doing well. He says, evening guys. Wally Pearson, hope you're doing well. Oscar Samuel Butler and Russell Gaze, the XC here. Liam Barwick as well. Simon C says good evening everyone too. Yeah, so I didn't even post this stream on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter like I do most of my streams, just because I've been literally sat here all day trying to plan a stream and had to change it last minute to this one, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Here she is anyway, the excellent FlyJSim Q4XP Dash 400 in the lovely Alpaca Airways livery by Jamlin, one of the members who makes loads of lovely liveries for the Alpaca Airways. Suits the Dash 8 beautifully as well. We flew this livery last time with the Dash 8. Kalispera to you as well, Ivan Gelos. Thank you very much for popping in there. Hello, Commander Jenna Hofen as well. And he says good evening too. Excellent. So, on that note, I shall now walk to our aircraft. There we are. So we've got someone else in an Alpaca Airways Dash 8 across the apron, which is really cool to see. And we'll now use my professional ability to now step into the cockpit. There we are, part of the FlyJSim group into the cockpit. Excellent. Now, this is the first time I've flown the Dash 8 on my new PC. I think they've done a few updates as well to improve performance, because right now in this aircraft, in the cruise earlier, I was hitting about 100 FPS, whereas before it was one of the worst performing aircraft, so I don't know what updates they've done. I mean, I know I've got my new PC, but it seems to be running a lot smoother than it did before, which is great news. With live weather, of course, we are running the sim 12 hours behind live time, so it is 17:37 Zulu in the sim. I've got it 05:37 Zulu, so we'll enjoy a lovely sunrise and beautiful scenery, all Fly4XP downloaded and installed for this sector. This is the Fly Tampa scenery for Athens. Anyway, let's get the aircraft all set up, ready to go. So I've not done anything apart from load in the sim. We're 1.15, that was the version here. Total hours 1.05 hours. That was just a little bit of a test sector just to see if I could get the FMC loaded and airborne, which I could do. Not actually completed a flight on this test sector in its entirety, so you're going to love watching me with this massive amount of traffic later, trying to get this slotted in Istanbul, one of the largest airports in the world. It's going to be very interesting to see how we get on. Let's get all the passengers loaded as well, so we're going to select load here. We're going to take a full load of Greek passengers all the way to Istanbul. Thank you very much, Ethan Bleeker, for the $5.
Please enjoy a small portion of the funds I have been unable to put towards my PPF for the last month due to the permanent IFR Seattle weather. Disappointed face.
Ethan, thank you very much for the $5. Very kind. I'm sorry to hear that the weather's been a little bit inclement over in Washington. Very sorry to hear that. Last time I flew in a light aircraft, Ethan, was in Washington. I flew Microsoft, where they sent me over to go test out their flight simulator with their pre-release version years ago now. They took me up from... oh my goodness me, why don't I know this? It's where they build the flipping 737s. Mind blank. What's it called? The small airport where the 737... Renton. Is it Renton or is that the big one? I can't remember. From Renton, I think it was. They took me around in a Cessna 172. That was a lovely day, though, in the autumn months. It wasn't wet and rainy. So good luck with the rest of your PPL when the weather improves. And thank you very much for your generosity. Renton, not... But yeah, Boeing, I was getting Boeing Field, but Renton's where they built the 737. Cool. So 78 passengers. I just want to jig this weight slightly. No, that's actually fine. 5723. We're going to take half a... cargo holds worth of freight and checked-in bags, 862 kilos. I mean, you can fiddle with the time en route to get an accurate flight time, but all I want to do is use the operational flight plan fuel. So it's going to be extremely busy, I think, in Istanbul this evening with the FlyJSim event. I'm going to take an extra hour's worth of fuel just in case we have to hold for that amount of time. Even the event, they said or advised to take extra fuel. The flight plan says we burn a ton an hour, so let's take 3.5 tons. It's quite a bit extra, but more than sufficient to ensure that we should hopefully get in, even with quite a significant delay. There we are. 3,500 kilos of fuel is loaded. Zero fuel weight we're looking for should now match what I had programmed for the operational flight plan. Why is... Oh, I think it's because I've got the text box open. There we are. Should match the zero fuel weight. So yeah, 25 tons is the zero fuel weight. We've got 24,937, which is good. And we'll now go to load summary. I think you could slightly fiddle all the information here. So temperature at sea level here. What is the weather in Istanbul? We've got full ATC here, so we'll get the ATIS shortly. But just for the information here, we can get it off the METAR. So it's 10 degrees at the moment. Time en route should be 1:30 if we don't anticipate any delay. The route distance we can punch in here. Air distance is 414 miles, so 414. Taxi time, I'll put that up to 20 minutes in case it's busy here. Reserve fuel time, my goodness, it'll be 60 minutes at least. And then reserve fuel quantity. What is that total reserves? What, 800, 700? Let's just put 700 here. Oh, 859, I think it's just based off the time. That's fine. We're going to go to 23,000 feet, but we can go to 25,000. Rest is in. Confirm load. Perfect. Ooh. And start loading, and there we are. It's going to start the loading process. I don't actually know how long this takes. I'm going to let it do its thing, because I think what it does, it loads fuel first, then the passengers, then the bags, instead of everything at once. But if we get done before this is done, we'll just fast load. But we'll connect the GPU, and we can get the aircraft powered up here. So again, I'm not a Dash 8 pilot. I don't have any access to a checklist, so I'm just sort of doing what I think is right. Please criticise and tell me what I've done wrong at all stages, because with your help I'm sure we'll get it safely from A to B. But we've got the little power here, and we'll get the ground power connected. External power is on. I think the generators, they just automatically come onto the bus when the engine's started, and it sounds like we have some electrical power. We'll warm up the windshield heat. Don't use above 20, but it's 10, so that's fine. We'll pop on the position lights. The rest is all okay. We'll turn up a little bit of lighting here on the panels. Dome lighting's bright enough. Air conditioning panels all set. Put the seatbelt sign on. No smoking sign on. Alarm the emergency exit lights. That looks good here on the overhead panel. Dyer, you're the best. Well, thank you very much. Russell, just bluff it. No one will notice. That's exactly what I do with any time I'm in this. Not in the 737, I'm always bluffing and trying to get through as smoothly as possible. Cool, we better get all the screens turned on. So if I remember rightly, we've got the middle screen here, so that's now powering up. We've got the PFD and MFD screens here. And we need to turn on the flight management computers as well, so let's power those up. So on and on. There we are, so it looks like they're powering up. There's UNS CPU RAM database. I should think your pocket calculator probably has more power than the FMS in a Dash 8. Anyway, it's doing its various tests, and we'll grab the latest weather conditions now. Oh, Moen, research fan on. Thanks, Moen. You're a bit of an expert with this aircraft, so thank you. Excellent. Right, let's grab latest weather conditions here. Let me just grab my X-Pilot toolbar. We do have ATIS, so 136125. There we are, and I'll just turn up X-Pilot.
03 right.
There we are.
Transition level 100. Surface wind variable at 1 knots.
It's a great
Havoc.
external model, look at that.
Temperature +10. Dew point +5. QNH 1019er. Specificated instruction. Concentration of birds in the airport. Advise on initial
Birds
contact.
again.
You have listened to information alpha.
It's just changed, I think. I heard birds. Damn virtual birds.
Is Athens of Venizelos Airport Ada's information alpha. Recorded at 1720. Approach type ILS Zulu. Landing runway 03 left. Takeoff runway 03 right. Transition level 100. Surface wind variable at 1 knots. Havoc. Temperature +10.
Perfect.
Dew point +5. QN.
So it's basically a perfect day. 10 degrees, cav okay, no wind. It's beautiful evening here. This ATIS voice sounds drunk. Yeah, he's probably had a little bit too much, what is it, ouzo. Moen, expert is way too strong of a word. No, you fly a lot in your virtual Flybe airline, so great to have some Dash 8 advice here. Well, here's Amy. Amy, we need her here as well. She's always here with the Dash 8s. Perfect, so let's set what we can from that ATIS. So the QNH was 1019, so let's set that here. 1019. We're going to set the minimums at this stage to, where's the minimum selector? I think it's, I select this in. I can't remember how to bring up the minimums MDA bug. I thought it was here. See, it's been such a long time since I've flown it, but ooh, no. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. We'll set the bugs later. But there's a way to set the MDA here, because all I want to do is set 1,000 feet above elevation. It's not a big problem. If not, I'm just thinking, why is the QNH so different? Because the elevation here in Athens, I think, is 300 feet. This is indicating 500 feet with the QNH. It makes me think, I've had it before where, say, active sky, the weather hasn't quite been live or correct. At the moment, I'm just looking here at the weather. It's saying QNH is 1010, but did I hear 1019er? Let me just double check that. I think yeah, that's strange. My active sky says the altimeter QNH setting is 1010. That's really unusual. I'm just going to refresh active sky again, because I can tell because the altitude's wrong on the altimeter. That's active sky, by the way. It's not actual thunderstorm. That's strange. Live weather's on, but it's saying the QNH in Athens is 1010. I've absolutely no idea why it's doing that. I've never seen it do that before. It's usually been completely inaccurate, you know, because it's not using live weather. But I 100% have live weather on. Yeah, weather control, live weather, or not. It wasn't on. Switching to live weather. Live weather now active. Okay, but it's still saying though, live weather on, QNH 1011 apparently. Oh no, it's slowly increasing, 1012. You might notice the altimeter's changing. That's really unusual. I don't know why it's doing that. X-Plane Metar's been a bit dodgy for me recently. Yeah, it might be an active sky thing, but your active sky says 1019. Yeah, mine is now changing, but very slowly. I've never seen it do that before. Right, anyway, QNH 1019. Let me just minimise active sky here. It's finally updating. Anyone help me here with the minimums? No one knew about the minimums, unfortunately. Haggard, I would like to see a Dash 8 100 X-Plane one day. Would love to do some short takeoff and landing flying. I've seen a few of those. They look incredibly short, don't they? Okay, that's all loaded for now. Let's try and load this absolutely archaic FMS. I've got my notes from my last stream on how to load this, and even then I don't think it works entirely properly. It's a very basic flight management computer, but it's sort of the way I do it does work. It's probably completely incorrect, but I think we could just press accept for that. There's no IRS, it just uses GPS, I think, for its position updating. First thing I want to do is get the routing in, so I go firstly to flight plan, put in the departure, which is already there. We'll then put in the destination, so I think I select that. We'll type in our destination, which is Istanbul, Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike. Enter. Then we go to menu, departure, and runway 03 right for departure, so it'll be number 2. And the SID is going to be a Crow 1 Juliet. Well, whatever Crow is. Karistos. Oh no, Kilo Romeo Oscar, where are you? There we are, number 10. Enter. I think that's all good. Do you know that the Athens airport was designed by the architects of Munich airport? That's the reasons that the control tower looks the same. I didn't know that, Bone King 1. You learn something new every day. Well, interesting fact. Thank you very much for that. I'll see when I'm next in Munich and compare. Excellent, so I've done that. Then it says select no link in the flight plan. No link. Then the list button. And from here we can put our flight plan routing in. So we've got Crow, and then we want to select airway. November 604, so it's number 3. Enter. And then from there it's routing to waypoint Inbet. So where is Inbet? Number 4. Enter. There we are. So we've got Inbet, and then we have to put the arrival in. So menu, arrival, and the arrival is runway 17 left. Well, it could be. There's actually there's 5 runways in Istanbul, so it could be any one of these. It sounds like passengers and cabin crew getting everything ready in the back there. Actually, you know what? I might go. Well, let's just do whatever the flight plan says. It'll be a southerly runway in Istanbul because that's where the wind's coming from. So ILS Zulu 17 left. Let's go for that one for now. It's just generated the flight plan. And Inbet to Bravo, number 6, and it'll be a transition via. Oh, apparently, there's no transition on that one. Approach. Oh my days. ILS Zulu. Let's go for that one. Number 4. I'm looking for an insta transition. There we are. Number 2. That is, I think, in. Okay. So I remember what I had the problem with last time was actually if I delete that, and I think then it works correctly, and then I have just a discontinuity from there to the missed approach. I think we're okay. It probably completely wrong, but so long as it moves or gets from A to B, I'm completely fine. So I think the routing's in. We'll go to fuel now. So I think the fueling's all done. Yeah, 1750, so 3.5 on board. So fuel, we have to tell how much fuel we have, don't we? No, we don't. Maybe it's automatically reading that. So 0 fuel weight we can put in. That's on here. Oh look, you see the loading's going on. So we've got some passengers. We've got Eleanor Hadson and Leo Foster and Jeannie Price. There you go. It's so cool they have all these names here. So that's all on its way. 0 fuel weight is 21. Oh, it's actually, what is it going to be final though? It was 20. If I just go whatever this one was, I'll be close enough. Nearest 100 kilos. Let's just go for 25,000 kilos. Oh, it's not a 25,000. Fuel on board, there we are, 3,500. Yeah, that's what it will be when we're loading's done. Alternate fuel to get to. Is it what's the old Istanbul airport called? Is it Atatürk or something like that? Atatürk? I can't remember. It's the old Istanbul International Airport, which is still open. But the reserves we need, alternate, I think is this. It's 269 to get to our alternate. Select 269. Enter. Hold. Is this FinRes 423? and then whatever that is minus the extra fuel we took an extra ton. So let's put, it was actually 1200, wasn't it? Let's put 1200. There we are. I think that's all good. Let's have a look here in chat. Joe, I see what you did there. Unbelievable behaviour. Bo, give the private passengers some privacy. Unbelievable. Evening Captain, hope you're well and you're using yoke cam this flight. No Jet2 Pilot Henry, no yoke cam today. And if I'm perfectly honest, I do love yoke cam, but not having it, I have so much more room on my desk to stream, so I can have things a lot closer, the chat on my second laptop, my notepad, and the joystick. It's actually quite convenient. Right, I think fuel is all done. That's all good. I don't think there's anything too bad I've missed. I think if I click this now, it'll update all the V-speeds based off flat 5, so I'm happy with that. We've obviously got more than enough runway length here in Athens. And what else did I want to do? Oh yeah, I need to copy the FMS across. I need to copy and paste. So I think if I press accept, cross-fill, that's it. Copy from FMS1, and that copies all of it across. I think we're okay. Let's have a look at our taxi and SID. So we're on stand 45 here in Athens. Should be a very short taxi for us. So be a pushback onto Golf, and it's runway 03 right for departure. I genuinely didn't actually plan that, but it's just quite convenient for us. We can take Delta intersection easily. And then our departure is going to be off runway 03 right. A Charistos 1 Juliet. It mentions to us that we need to climb on the radial from Sierra Alpha Tango 046, which is Athens, until 1100 feet, I think it is. Make a right turn on the 264 radial inbound to Kilo Romeo Oscar. So if we go here and tune Athens 109.6, I'll do that on my radio tuning panel. So 109.6 is active on box 1 and 2. You can see, look, it's all coming alive. VR1, VR2. And it mentions a low SID stop altitude, I think. Oops. Need supervision to be able to read that. Stop altitude, where are you? 4,000 feet, there you are. So 4,000 we can set on the altitude here. So 4,000 feet. We'll set 4,100 because we don't have the clearance yet. And runway heading for us here. I didn't actually select the airport chart. Is 032, so we'll set 032 as our heading. There we go. I think we're all good. Oh, IMATAMS, it'll be a core 2 Tango, will it? Ah, okay. Well, I'll grab our clearance. Kilo Oscar Romeo 2 Tango. Is that an RNAV version of the same thing? Oh, that's a bit funky. I'm not going that way. That's the IMATAMS. It will be a core 2 Tango. That's a completely different direction to where I'm going, though. I want a crow, not a core. The Kilo Oscar Romeo is a completely different SID. The Kilo Romeo Oscar is off in this direction. Well, we'll grab the clearance and go from here. But I'd be very surprised if it's not a Kilo Romeo Oscar 2. Oh, maybe Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango. I'm getting I'm not ready. Well, let's just grab the clearance. That way we'll definitely confirm what it is. So we do actually have delivery online. There we are.
Walker 212, did we were stepped out for about 2 minutes. Did we ever get the SWAT code? Yes, 212, 2073. Roger, 2073, thank you. Frequency intelligence approved to ground 121.75. 121.75, Turkish 71. That's for 212, but you can also go to ground. Ground bias, yeah.
Super busy. Athens delivery, very good evening. Is Alpaca 5 Golf Tango on stand 45. Information Alpha, QNH 1019, departure clearance to Istanbul, please.
Alpine 5 Golf Tango, hello.
Alpine.
Oh,
shut up and a pushback, please!
Initially 7,000. Stroke for you will be 2008.
So climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2008, and could you just confirm the clearance again, please?
Alpine 5 Golf Tango. You're clear to your destination Istanbul. Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango departure, out of runway 03 right, initially 7,000, and the scope, my mistake sir, is 7006.
Cleared to destination on the Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango of 03 right, 7,000 feet, squawk 7006, I think you said Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, or 08. Better pushback, shut up. What was that squawk he said?
Athens delivery Kalispera, Asian 975.
I've lost him now. Well, it was the squawk I just need to double check. But a Kilo Romeo
976, hello, from
Oscar
Athens
2
delivery,
Tango.
information Golf is current, you're here to your destination, Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango departure out of runway 03 right, initially 7,000 feet, squawk for
I
you
wrote
will
8,
be
so 6. I didn't even know I said 6.
7212.
Just try and control these volumes, guys, because it's all very
Yeah,
loud.
to the destination Belgrade, departure via...
Oh, it's wicked. It works perfectly with X-Pilot. The volume control here is really cool. Anyway, 7,000.
976, feedback is correct.
Squawk 7006.
Packet to the Golf, can you just say again the new squawk, please? Packet to the Golf, squawk 2016.
Oh yeah, I need to select that
Right,
first.
2016, okay. Alpaca 125 is ready, push and start, Alpha 44.
7006.
I'll
Put that out now. There we are. So, we just need to reselect the SID, which is a Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango.
Ready to push and start.
We're getting there, guys.
Trans 4902, continue with ground 11.75.
Aha.
175, your transfer
So it's basically exactly the same. It just goes slightly further out before we go to Karistos. Sorry. So let's have to reset that. So menu, departure,
Have a nice flight. Sorry for the delay.
SID. There we are. It is now Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango number 9. I love this. So let's just check here. 710 feet. Okay, 032. Then same course to 12 miles off Sierra Papa Alpha, 17.5. So we'll now make that the active VOR frequency.
Olympic 189, ready to push and start.
17.5.
Continue with ground 11.75.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this tuned up on my radio tuning panel. Oh, God damn you, Logitech radio tuning panel. It keeps freezing sometimes. Does anyone have the Logitech radio tuning panel have the same problem? Sometimes it just freezes. There we are, it's working now. 17.5, and then it's direct to Alpha Tango Victor. Then Kilo Oscar Romeo, that's not right. I think I might have selected the incorrect departure here. Yeah, that doesn't look right. See, this is why it's tough for someone that's flying something else to jump into something else sometimes. So, Kilo... Ah, that's why I selected the wrong SID. It's very confusing though. Kilo Romeo Oscar.
Delivery,
2 Tango.
Tango 10, radio check.
And then 11, that's why.
Flightability is 5.
That's looking better. So we've got no link there, that's fine, I can clear that up a second. So 710 feet, 12 miles, then direct to Kilo Romeo Oscar. And then it should be to Oskill on our flight plan. Yeah, that's perfect. Now just to get rid of the no link, I think I do that and then press delete. Excellent.
Packet to Alpha Mike, hello from Peninsular Delivery, information Golf is correct, you're
So
clear
as
to
long
your
as it looks
destination.
like it, yeah, that looks better, much better there. Wrong SID, yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, but it's a really common error to make when you have Kilo Romeo Oscar, Kilo Oscar Romeo, similar SIDs like that. Very easy, as you saw there, to make an error with regards to selecting the incorrect SID there. Cool, so happy with that. It looks great on the picture. 12 miles right turn, Kilo Romeo Oscar. I need to now copy that again across to the other FMC. So that is now correct, and the V-speeds are all now set as well. Perfect. Right, so now I'm going to jump in and checklist. Looks like boarding's complete. Everything's uploaded. Looking good. And we'll now go for the checklist. So before start, recirc fan on. Thanks, Moen. External check completed. Alternate gear doors, landing gear, inhibit switch, checkered normal. So these are the doors here. Make sure they're all closed and not being used. Flight deck preparation completed. Briefing we've completed as well. Before start check, circuit breakers, well, imagine they're on. Passenger signs are on. Emergency lights are armed. Anti-skidder is in a very obscure position here in front of the first officer. That is on.
Package off on my read now.
Fuel transfer quantity is checked. So we have 3.5 tons. We've got loads extra on board today. Emergency brake pressure is checked. Power levers are disconnected. Oh, they are. That's on disc. Condition level. Lever, I'm turning American. Fuel off, takeoff data reviewed using flat 5 V speeds are all set. And the great thing is there's a drop down menu if you need more information with regards to each step there. So start approved, battery master, power's all on. Dual fuel, doors and fueling lights are out, APU bleed is off. Now am I right in thinking I don't need to turn the APU on for engine start? I can actually do it automatically without it? Am I right in saying that? Or do I need to start the APU first and then disconnect the ground power? I genuinely, like, every time I flew with FlyB, the APU was always running, and I think we discussed it in the past. I remember thinking, oh yeah, that's something that I wasn't so sure about. I'll see if anyone says anything in chat before we request engine start. Longcat, having those two SIDs so similarly named is a genuine hazard. It is, and it's something that's a real issue in reality too, and you've got to be so careful there. So no bleed required, no APU required, that's correct, and battery start works. Very good. Well, it didn't mention to start the APU, so I won't. So do I just simply disconnect the GPU and go off? That's really, for me, alien, you know, because if I did this now, look, I've disconnected it, the whole, if you're in a 737, would go, it would all power down, pretty scary, but no, it seems to be working fine on battery. I put my trust in you guys. Thank you very much indeed. It's great to have all this info here, really cool. Oh, Jonathan Wiltshire bought some Flybe purple Alpaca Airways socks. Thank you very much, buddy. That's absolutely bonkers. I don't think I've sold any in those colour. That's unbelievable. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the continued support as a member. Captain Meow, the MD-80H rotary knob is on the left of the PFD. It's actually two stacked knobs. The outer one selects the mode, the inner one sets the altitude. I can actually see it's now saying the correct altitude, which is good. Ah, thank you very much, Captain Meow, and I love your username. Let's set 1260, and that's the point at which Flybe would engage your pilot and retract the flaps as well. Perfect. Thank you very much, Captain Meow. Excellent. Above 26 volts, you can engine start. Where is my voltage? Oh, I guess it's on the system display here, where you have it selected on. Ah. DC gen. Okay, loaded. Yeah, okay, we're above 20. Above 26. It's a bit low. We'll see what happens. Let's request push and start with clearance. Athens clearance, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango stand, Alpha 45 request push and start.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, continue with ground 121.75. Have a nice flight, sir.
121.75. Thank you for the 80, sir. Bye bye. Moen, you'll be fine. Thank you.
Hi, India Delta 4 and Charlie, is that correct? Negative.
I feel really nervous because usually whenever I stream an aircraft I'm not used to, I do a full test sector. I just haven't had time today. So I sort of jumped into this because, like I said, I was planning Microsoft Flight Simulator to go to Istanbul. But there's no scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Alpaca 21 Whiskey, taxi to holding point runway 0 right via Delta 4 and Delta.
Delta 4, Delta.
Ever been out on guard, Oscar? No, I'm not one of those imbeciles. They are out there. Frequency's blocked again. Aircraft gamer just passed S1 for VATSIM UK. Excellent.
Alpha 32 ready for push and start.
Alpaca 2 Golf, push and start above, facing east 21020. I'm sorry for the delay.
Being 1020 connection facing south. Thank you.
Athena ground, Kalispera Alpaca 5 Golf Tango on stand, Alpha 45, request push and start.
Standby. Eurotrans 492, contact tower 118.6 for takeoff.
Tower on 118625, Eurotrans 492.
Javier's, as long as you put
Whiskey Alpha Tango 212, contact tower
AFR
118.6
off after takeoff before the set the dash is pretty forgiving.
Minimums.
I don't know what that means.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Right, Jonathan Wiltshire, thanks.
Tower 118.
16 bumps. When is the Alpaca Airways FlyJSim underwear range launching? You got the socks. Hey,
Roger.
how about
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, pushing start approved, facing to the east, finish 1022.
push start approved, facing east, QNH 1022, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango 1022.
Negative, QNH 1020.
1020 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Yeah, I thought you said 22.
701,
1020
3711, taxi 1.003 right via Echo Delta 5 and Delta.
anti-collision lights to red, and I think there's no packs out off. Transporter's already on out. That's fine. I just released parking brake.
right via Echo Delta 4 and Delta Turkish 701.
Oh, have I not?
Alpaca 21 Whiskey, contact tower 118625.
Have I done my better pushback command? That's why.
Ground zone cockpit, shelter, please show me where you want to go.
Something like this.
January 76 again.
I think I've completely. Is my parking brake off or on? I can't even tell here. Parking brake on. So why is better
January
pushback?
76,
What have I done
push
here?
and start approved.
We just released the brake
facing,
again.
South, finish 1020.
I'm going forward. I think that's to do with the yeah, he's connecting some weird tow arm thing. What a cute tow.
3711,
Yeah,
make
maybe
sure
we
to
could get
take
you
the
Jonathan
from your
Wiltshire
left.
some sports pants or something. Or what is it that Borat wears? That thing.
Targeting pushback. Engine start engines.
Alpaca
Simon
15
C, there's
go
actually a pretty decent freeway airport series for Microsoft FlyJSim you should check out. I'm glad you put the Q400 in X Place. I know the one you're talking about. I tried to install it, Simon. It didn't install properly, it kept crashing the sim. I spent 2 hours with it this morning, and it just... I just gave up. I don't know if it's compatible with the new Sim Update 8, and the mouse cursor, they still haven't fixed that mouse cursor bug where the mouse cursor just disappears. It was really frustrating. I just went, oh, you know what, I'll change it to Dash 8. So literally spent 3 or 4 hours getting over it. Auto downloaded the scenery in half a test sector and straight in there. Mankini, thanks Snapshot. Snapshot, I've seen you for months and you've come in here and just said Mankini. In reference to what Jonathan Wiltshire should purchase. Thank you very much, buddy. I hope you're doing well, man. Right, so the battery's on, doors closed, AP bleeds off, anti-collision light red, cleared for start. External power's disconnected, nothing, just on battery. Main bus tie, I think, is off. It is now. Bleed one air. Oh, that's after. Oh, start approved. Where's it? I think I remember how to start it. Hold on, let me just. I've done this all the wrong way. Look, bleed air off. That's after start. Right, so I go here, start. Oh no, engine number 2. Start. Soon as we get AO NH.
Alpaca 15, contact tower 118625.
18625 tower, Alpaca 125.
Just doing my duty.
Bye.
Anyway, turbine temperature's increasing. Prop RPM. Cannot remember what NH is, but that's increasing. As is the prop torque. Looks like that's the generator going on the bus. We'll start engine number 1.
3711.
Amazing, you just do it off battery. Yeah, that's so cool.
Your left, make your left there.
Makes this aircraft like very
Operation
versatile.
complete, set parking brake. Disconnecting tow, standby.
Test was a taxi, thank you. You guys are making fantastic first officers, but that's what I like out of live streams. You know, you guys are really aircraft like this. I'm completely unfamiliar with, so you point out all the things which I should be doing, and especially in the Airbus. It's great, and I like the challenge. You're gonna love it later when I try to get it to Istanbul with all the heavies. Right, they're both disconnected. I think I can now put both these props to min. So that is Oh no, that's the wrong one. Oh, I just pushed the fuel off.
50, 40, 30,
God
20,
damn it.
10.
I pressed F3 instead of F4. I thought F3
So
was
we've
increased.
disconnected and
Watching
bypassing has
aircrash
been removed.
So much noise.
investigation on flying X-plane feels kind of weird. Embarrassed smiley face.
Thank you.
Embarrassed smiley face. Embarrassed
What is going on
smiley
in my
face.
life? It's too much noise. Oh, it's giving me a headache. Let me just try and start the engines again. I pressed F3 instead of F4. Thank you very much, AVXX for the €10. Watching air crash investigation, someone flying X-plane feels kind of weird. Oh, two interesting things to watch at the same time. Thank you very much for the €10, buddy. Really appreciate it. I've got it. What can you do to shut up Ben a pushback? Just to make him quiet. I mean, he's been talking today, this guy, at all of the incorrect times. Blocking ATC clearance, blocking the nice kind donations, shutting the engines down accidentally, and he's still talking. Unbelievable. Starting engine number 1. Oh, this is not fun. I'm not doing that again. Oh, just no words. Blame it on Jim, absolutely.
189, ready to taxi.
Wait, why is that not working now? I have no NH.
189,
Press start.
point triangle 03 line via Echo Delta 5 Delta. Taxi to the runway 03 right via Echo Delta 5 Delta Olympic 189.
Right, there we are. So F4, not F3.
Alpaca to Golf, ready to taxi.
It's not behind me, is there? Yeah, I'm not blocking anyone at least.
Taxi on report to 03 right via India and...
Andy apparently has told us episodes too complicated for streaming tonight. I did say that. I changed my mind. Right, F4.
Grand good evening.
There we are.
Alpha 54, request push and start. Alpaca 23 Lima, standby, call back.
Props are being unfeathered.
50, 40, 30, 20.
I've heard of efficiency, but we do need at least one engine to taxi.
I think you're trying to say efficiency, but thank you very much. I do think we need more than one engine Kieran to taxi. Thank you very much, buddy. Unbelievable. Thanks to 2 quid, man. Yes, we do need at least one engine to get moving. Right, start approved. I just need another couple of minutes. Sorry, I accidentally shut the engines down. So sorry. Doors, APU bleed is off already. Yeah, we've done that. So after start, external power off. Main bus tie can now come off, which is here. I'm so sorry to everyone blocking here. Battery temperatures checked. Condition levers to max. So I think that's these ones. So F4 and F4 again, all the way to max. Standby hydraulic. So these are on, these are on, these are on, these are on. I remember this one, and that's on as well. That's all here. Done, done, done. Elevator controls I'll do shortly. Flaps to 5. Oil pressure checked. Radar travel I'll check shortly. Nose wheel steering to steering. Windshield heaters required. It's warming up. I'm just doing this to get on our way, guys, because I'm blocking everyone. There we are. Taxi. Yaw damper's on. That's here. Yaw damper on. Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Sorry about that. Request taxi, please.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, no problem. Taxi to holding point around 03 right via Golf and Delta 2.
Taxi holding point 03 right via Golf and Delta 2. Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So just a straight line, guys. I'm going to hold at Delta 2 or backtrack. So we don't need to backtrack. Right.
Give way at Delta 4, give way to Olympic 20.
Parking brake, is that... release, there we are, off, taxi light on, and we'll go. Finally. Oh, hydraulic 3 doesn't need to be on, oh really?
Alpaca 23 Lima, after the company bombardier.
I thought it said it on here though, look, hydraulic 3 isolation valve, oh normal. Okay. My bad. So we'll give way to our colleagues in the Alpaca Airways Canada look livery. The last one's only for a check, got you.
Olympic 189er.
Moen, are you departing eventually? No, I've got a little flow I need to do before takeoff, what I need to push and stuff, so I'll try and remember to do everything. I love the sounds of this whilst taking. I think this. What happens now? Do we? No. This guy. Look at this Greek man. He's a madman. Well, we'll let him go first. I think he's going to bully his way in.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango at Delta 2. Give way to aircraft passing from your left right.
Giving way to the Airbus Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. There we go. Not two of them. Don't be cheeky now. Unbelievable. This is some sort of Greek advantage. You put it on to test it and then depressurize it. Got it, Longcat. Thanks, guys.
Agent 2 Tango 10, ready for push.
Agent 2 Tango 10, set scope 00, disregard. Stand by.
I completely forgot, you know, of course we're using velocity. It's very smooth.
Facing east, 21020.
Well, got a couple of Aegean and Olympic Airbuses to get in front, and then we'll be on our way. Thanks for subscribing, EO Williams. Welcome aboard, buddy. I don't think in any live stream I've ever shut the engines down accidentally. That's a first. I'll just taxi forward a little bit.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, contact tower 118625.
Tower 18625, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Have a great evening, sir. Bye.
You too, bye-bye.
Oh, they're landing on 03 right as well. Glad I've got loads of extra fuel today. To be fair, one thing we're doing at my operator at the moment, we're doing a lot of tankering at the moment. Right, floaty. We're doing a lot of tankering to a lot of airports, so we're carrying sort of, you have your standard block fuel. Oh dear, what's happening to him? We're sort of carrying, 6-7 tons more than our block fuel. We're doing some round trips. I don't know why. I think the fuel's just expensive at some of our destinations at the moment. Sounds great.
Welcome.
TRVACC simulation, such a rookie. Is that me or the floater? I'm definitely falling into rookie category today.
Ground frequency 121.750. Bye bye. Alpaca 2 Golf, clear for takeoff, 0 to right, wind calm.
So we'll slot in behind
0 to right, clear for takeoff, Alpaca 2 Golf.
the Aegean. I think he's going full length by the looks of it. That sound.
Olympic 189er, line up at wait runway 03 right. Never wait, 03 right, Olympic 189er.
Tower, very good evening. Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, holding point Delta 203 right, ready for departure in sequence.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, Athens Tower, hold short 03 right, number 4.
Hold short 03 right, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So that's it, number 4 behind the Dash 8 just taking off, the Airbus there and the Airbus here as well. That's fine. So we go all the way here. This is the Cat 3 hold point, so we don't need to hold there unless it's in we're in LVPs. So we can go all the way here to Delta 2. Parking brake set. Longcat, we accidentally shut the engines down when we filmed a real Q400 pilots review of this plane for our YouTube. That was embarrassing. Well, that's I've not done that in real life. I've not shut the engines down accidentally in real life before. That would be embarrassing. I'm guessing that was some sort of filming format. Very cool.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much,
20,
Queen Penelope,
10.
for your $5 Canadian. Very kind, madam.
Hello Captain and chat.
Olympic
When does
189er,
drinks
clear for
service
takeoff runway
start?
03
As soon as we get airborne, Queen Penelope, we've got Ouzo. What else have we got on for this aircraft? What would be a nice strong Turkish drink?
Golf identified. Contact approach, frequency 132, decimal 975.
Thank you very much, Queen Penelope, for your donation. Very kind of you. Thank you.
975, Joe.
Right, actually, we'll do a bit of a before takeoff checklist here. So what I sort of do is follow my operator's check. It sort of covers a lot of things which even in other aircraft I might miss. So flaps, for example, I have set, just double check that. So flaps we have 5. Where is the flap indicator here? There it is. Flaps are 5. We didn't actually do any flight control checks. So elevator, aileron and rudder. So I'm happy that is all working. So flaps, stab trim, they are all set in the white band. Rudder and aileron trim as well is all set. Takeoff briefing, so the aircraft is configured for departure. We're going to run that checklist. I think we can do a bleeds on takeoff in certain situations, which I'll look at shortly. Our SID is the Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango. We're climbing straight ahead, 032 outbound until 12 DME, and then a right turn inbound to Karistos, climbing to altitude 7,000 feet, which is set on the MCP. There's no NEDP really in this aircraft. Well, there probably is, but the procedure, we just constantly accelerate until 1,000 feet, and then we'll go to level change or whatever it is, and then we'll go to pitch hold eventually. And that's it. And imagine the cabin's secure. I'm now going to do the taxi checklist.
Olympic 189er identified. Contact
Set,
approach,
flight
frequency
checked.
132, decimal
Tanks.
975.
Auxiliary pumps 1 and 2 are on. Auto feather on. Flaps are set. Trims all set. Takeoff warning test.
Yeah, 976, clear for takeoff 03 right, wind calm.
Is that meant to be doing
Clear for
that?
takeoff 03 right, Sergio 976.
Is that meant to be doing? Oh, maybe because the parking brake's set. I'm pretty sure we're configured here. Condition levers max. Pitot static heat on. On. Ice protection is not required. Cautions checked. Flight clearance reviewed. Cabin secure. And then it's line up. So bleed 1
Like a 5 Golf Tango, line up and wait runway 03 right.
line up weight 03 right. 5 Golf Tango. So, line up, cabin crew notification, bleed 1 and air 2 on minimum or off. Yeah, we'll put them on because I'll forget. Then minimum, that's fine. Anti-collision light to white, landing lights can come on. Transponders on, flight controls checked, landing taxi lights complete, and then I want to go toga, which is here. I also want to have heading select, which is here. What else did I want to do? There was one other thing too, which I have on my little checklist. And
Like
that's
a 5
it.
Golf Tango, clear for takeoff runway 03 right, wind calm.
Alright, 03 right, clear takeoff, outback of 5 Golf Tango, and out select.
There
There we are, I think we're all good. So, guys, Toga's in chat. Are we going to die, Captain? Probably. And the only other thing is I need to now put this into flight. And let's set the timer. So I'll reset this one, Chroma, and let's go to Istanbul. Set takeoff thrust. There we are. Takeoff thrust sets.
Alpaca 23 Lima, line up and wait.
Indications will look all more obviously the green.
03 right, line up waiting.
80 knots checked. Can't remember what V speeds are, about 130 something. There we are. V1, rotate. There we're airborne. Pulse rate climb. Gears up onto the flight directors. And we just slowly let the aircraft accelerate. Squadron Fate's going to select nav mode. Ah, no, that's 4, I think. Hold on, where's nav? Why is that saying Vorlock? Great, I think I'm in the
Alpaca
wrong.
5 Golf Tango, identified 1000 feet, contact approach, frequency 132.975, bye.
132.975, outback of 5 Golf Tango, bye. That's better, I wasn't in nav mode. So nav, and we can now select flaps up. And I'll select command, do a fly past, and then we'll contact the branches.
Alpaca 23 Lima, clear for takeoff runway 03 right, wind calm.
Beautiful.
Right, clear for takeoff, now Packer 23.
900.
Gian 2 Tango 10, hello tower, line up and wait runway 03.
And I'm going to select indicated airspeed holds. Alright, this might be unorthodox, but it's safe. 200 knots. Departures, very good. Evening, Kalispera, Alpaca 5, Golf Tango. We're on a Karistos 2 Tango, passing 2,900 for altitude 7,000 feet.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, still with tower, try again, 132.975.
My apologies, bye. What a rookie. What a rookie. Get your yaps in. Not even going to look.
Golf Tango.
Hello, departures, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. We're on a Karistos 2 Tango, 3,700 for 7,000 feet.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, radar contact. Proceed direct Oxil, climb flight level 130.
Direct to Oxil, climb flight level 130, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So 130 is set, got out select on, and direct to Osgil 2, enter,
You put it up.
set standard, passing 47, flight level 130, after takeoff checklist. So, after takeoff, landing gears up, flaps are up, climb power set, bleed 1 and air 2 is already on, standby hydraulic pressure and PTU control off. Off, auto feather definitely wants to come off. Engine temperature pressure is checked, size protection as required, cabin pressurization set, passenger signs as required, after takeoff checks complete. Have I forgot anything major? I think we're doing okay. I'm going to stay at, I'm going to accelerate slightly. I want to climb at 200 knots. And I'll go to pitch hold eventually. I know indicated airspeed holds a bit up and down in this aircraft, so I'm just going to use it initially, and then we'll go to VS hold.
I got 23 Lima, hello.
Reuse 737 pilots at PJ with alternating upper and lower case.
Clear, climb 9,000 feet, KNH10.
That's what it's doing us, exactly, Liam. I don't think that takeoff was too bad, apart from talking to tower, and yeah, I mean, I worked out what was going on. I selected nav, and I realised it was in full lock on, so I just changed the format. Yeah, it's logical.
1865 with 1216, bye-bye.
Look at this beautiful ortho, guys, for the entire section as well. Live weather, cav okay, pretty much beautiful.
Say again?
Addy, this is great to watch whilst I chop for a large, heavily discounted chocolate Santa. I saw your picture. How's that going with your beer?
About what? I didn't understand.
Like, commander, I mean,
Right, let's have a look at this.
I cannot get you. Could you write it down, please? Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, continue climb flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. That's
Alpaca 23 Lima,
170 set.
continue climb flight level 110.
Robert, no burger cab tonight, I'm afraid not. Jenna Hofer, why does this aircraft seem so utterly complicated? It's like anything, if you don't know,
flight level
it always feels complicated.
And contact radar 1290675. Bye bye.
Actually, I can't deselect Barrow. Oh no, it's, no, it's the Barrow minimums must have clear. There we are. And he drank the beer while I was having the pizza.
1290675, Olympic 189er, hello, Boyman.
Turn the chronometer off, and there's 100, 170, pre-cruise checks. So fuel, we've got, what's that, 3, 2, God, look at that, it's only burning 1,200 kilos and full climb power here, so efficient. Lights, AP wasn't used, pressurization, diffs to PSI, cabin altitude 5,000 feet, climbing at 1,000 feet per minute, set. And release passengers, and you can have a cigarette. Yeah, pre-cruise checks.
Climb flight level 170.
Continue present heading and climbing 170 again to Tango 1.
Oh, aux pumps, thanks Longcat. I missed that on the after takeoff checklist. I think we're all okay now. Takeoff. Lee, is it just me or is the focus out on the stream? Should be okay. I've got no issues my side. Streaming always downscales the quality slightly, so if I was to record a tutorial and upload a video, it's always going to look clearer. Yeah, it should be okay. As good as it gets, anyway. Right, so we're going to go to pitch hold now, which I think, if I deselect indicated airspeed, there we are, and I'll just set an attitude here, and I think this is what Flyme pilots did, because it was a lot smoother. You just got to be very careful to watch your speed. It's like, my operator, it's like using vertical speed without the auto throttle engaged, basically. You just got to be careful to make sure your speed doesn't get too low. I'll just climb at about 220. This attitude looks good. Go slowly accelerating.
Honda 5 Golf Tango, contact Athena, radar 129.675.
129.675, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, bye.
Yep.
Jam, really pleased with the delivery, especially the engines. Yeah, it's sick. It really suits the Dash 8 well. It's mega, thank you. And you can see there's the default tile and the ortho tile, the difference.
Welcome. Piano 118, standby for clearance.
Radar ferry, good evening. Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, climbing flight level 170, inbound to Oxil.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, Athena, radar contact, proceed direct Armani, climb to flight level 230.
Delta Armani, climb flight level 230, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So, 230, which is our cruise, is set, and direct to Armani. Number 6.
Olympic 189, 80 miles from Picard at flight level 240.
There we are. Lovely, what a lovely shortcut.
Contact, proceed direct Kilo Romeo Kilo, climb to flight level 360.
Direct Kilo Romeo Kilo, climb 360 Olympic 189.
There it is. It's a nice shortcut. Beautiful. Long by name, just got the phone from the CA8. They want your license. Unbelievable. Jenna, if I'd known you were taking the dash, I've sent you my work in progress audio checklist. Oh, Jamlin, I might have missed it at the start of the stream. All I've done today is plan streams because the plan was, I had it planned for the last few days, was to jump into Microsoft Flight Simulator, take the CRJ, I haven't flown it for ages, go from to Istanbul. I was like, oh great, I don't have to install any scenery, you know, just use the default airport. Microsoft Flight Simulator does not have one of the largest airports in the world there. Istanbul is missing. So I had to change my plan from the CRJ, and I thought, well, we're taking the Zebo mod recently, do something else, and I thought, well, Dash 8 would be great, so I had to then download all the scenery, so the Fly Tampa scenery, the Istanbul scenery, do the ortho patch for both airports, and then ortho for XP for the rest sector, then install the Dash 8, and then just, I spent a couple of hours before the stream just crash course. Not the best choice of words really, but watching my two old streams which I did over 2 months ago, just to refresh what I can, and here we are. But had I known you'd be making that, I would have been cool to use. So we'll take a notch down on that pitch look, because you see the speed's dropping off, so I'll do a click down on our pitch, which is nice and smooth for the passengers that way. We've got full climb power still set. Oh no, that's over travel.
654, descend to flight level.
Thanks for subscribing, Yusuf Safwan, and greetings from Echo Delta Delta Victor Hanover, I think that is. Floating Carl, very nice channel, thank you. So it'll be quite interesting to see how this gets coordinated with Istanbul, because it's very busy tonight, I think, and we're flying with the big jets, but the Dash 8 mixes with jets all the time, and I think you could, I mean, you can descend at 240, 250 knots in this aircraft. It's quite close to VMO, but you can mix with the heavy jets, no problem. It'd be really interesting, because I've not flown this yet on a busy VATSIM event. I've done no VATSIM events in this. Yeah, it could be any one of the 5 runways in Istanbul. Hi Eddie, just in time for a live stream. Nothing better than GNT with a flight. For a passenger perhaps, Eddie.
Ready for departure at my kilos almost.
Bye. Aka 21 whiskey, contact Ankara 19425.
So far, so I'm very happy how everything's gone. It's going to be a lot worse. The main issue was showing the edges accidentally. But here we are in the world. North America, South America, Asia, Africa, and the bottom southeast of Europe, leaving the capital of Greece, Athens. And we'll be entering the Turkish airspace probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, and there is Istanbul right up here. The scenery we've got is freeware as well, really nice freeware scenery for Istanbul. Apparently it's better than the payware one. I think it's Aerosoft that made that one. Fart Vader, do you know a Q400 from Microsoft Flight Series? I don't. That is a superb channel name, sir. Unbelievable. No words.
Mike Kilo, wind calm around 09, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, takeoff 09 at the Mike Kilo. Control Living 13, approaching the flight level 330.
Umar Osbek, Merhaba, hello in Turkish. Merhaba, I'll try and remember that one. Umar, did you send me an email? Did you manage to get into the members Discord? I did see that. I thought you might have joined already. If you're having any problems, just I'll try and chase that up. Longcam mix it up. We used to beat Jetstar short segments pretty often with you. Hey, when Flybe operating, they're always holding up the show. I'm joking, those guys were pretty naked. Let's go. There's one thing I can't remember how to do. It's on approach. You can do something to allow you to have approach of 900, but then in the event of a go around, go to the higher setting. You had to push something down here. I cannot remember at all what you had to do.
118 setup approved, QNH 1021.
QNH 1021, Gian 118.
654, over FedEx, clear the ramp, approach now 34, report final.
And we're going to cruise quite quick today. We'll go to about 240 knots indicated. So true airspeed around 320, 330 knots, I think, at this level. I've got out select on. You've got to remember to push that, otherwise the aircraft won't level off. What's the FPS? I'm getting there. Yeah, 80 FPS.
Packard 23 Lima, proceed direct
Out star. And we'll just leave climb thrust set, just to allow the aircraft to accelerate.
Packard 23 Lima, inform.
Sorry, Istanbul has 6 runways, my bad. Well, there's 5 on my map. I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Thank you, Craig. Craig, so sorry, Craig and Steffens. I think there's all Stephen Steffens. Thank you very much. 12 months as a member, buddy. Utilising the 2 alpaca emojis, lovely. Thank you very much, you small man. A whole year as a member. Cheers, bud.
Action 5401, enter backtrack runway 09er and report ready.
Pancaking in the section of engine control in the lower left corner there is a RDC landing button. Okay, there. Push it and immediately move your prop levers from 850 to 1020, then you're reduced to landing mode. I'll try to remember that one. So I think that means it stays at 850, but then we'll utilise the full 1020 RPM in the event of restoration. I'll try my best to remember that. Eddie, hi Captain, where in Africa have you flown your 73? Real life or streaming? I've only been to kind of Morocco in reality. Easy as it's been. But in the live stream, not many streams. So South Africa, Joburg, Port Elizabeth, some other places in Ethiopia. We've done the Okavango Delta as well.
It's Jan 118, request taxi.
Jan 118, taxi calling point.
Yeah, 5 runways. Yeah, I thought it was 5 runways. What runway could I expect in Istanbul today is the big question. Yeah, 240 knots. We'll start bringing the power back soon.
Ankara 129 425. Bye bye.
So start bringing the power back.
711, contact Ankara 129 425. Bye bye.
So maintain about 240. No order follow, remember.
Turkish 71, bye bye.
Get to 12 Athena.
Just get a little bit of power
Ah
off.
yes, Walker 17. 12 Ankara 129 425. Bye bye. 29 425, yeah.
It's holding the speed quite nicely.
54, we are slightly
So 16 right for a long taxi, 1816 right for arrivals currently, I think. Let's grab some charts.
give me radar vectors.
Miss people 654, turn right, heading 120.
This is Istanbul
Turn
Airport.
right,
That's
heading 120, speed
absolute balmy. So 16 right, so all the way over here,
654, descend 3000.
and 18. So it's both extremities. 16 right and 18. I guess using the inner runways for departure.
Jamaica Kilo, climb the flight
So
level
likely
39.
maybe for our arrival, sort of coming in from the southwest, we'll get 16 right. Taxi's
Jamaica
going to
Kilo,
be fun.
climb 39.
It's absolutely. I think this is one of the largest terminals as well in the world, if not the largest, like by area. One terminal.
Inspiration 7.
Hello, Anthony. What's up, chicken dad? Oh, good face. How you doing?
Approach runway 34. Descend 3000 feet. Report final.
So landing 1816 right, 17 right. This will be fun. Try to change it in this archaic FMS.
It's Jan 118, ready for departure.
All of my Zulu. Okay.
Paka 125. Contact Ankara 129.
1816 right, 16 left.
129, 425, yes, that's
Oh, 16 right, 17 right. Okay.
Diana 118. Wind 160 degrees. 8 knots. Runway 27. Clear for takeoff.
It's going to be fun.
Clear for takeoff.
SRT Daniel just bought the Boeing yoke. Do you think it was worth it? Yes. I mean, I'm very fortunate, obviously, to have fly the 73. So, one thing that I've been using the yoke quite a bit. Now I flew yesterday, and I was thinking, oh yeah, it's back to reality. The yoke, the thrustmaster yoke is very light, and it has to be because you can't build into all the cables and everything that's powered by the real yoke, because it's obviously it uses cables connected to hydraulic actuators essentially, which control the flight controls. So I jumped back in the aircraft and I was like remembering, oh yeah, this is really heavy because I've been using the light thrustmaster yoke. Now I was actually years ago when I started simming, I was a little bit concerned about muscle memory and things, but I had no issue. Literally as soon as I did the flight control check, and I was like, yeah, that's it, no problem at all. But having said that, the inputs that you make on the thrustmaster are identical to what I'd make in the 737, certainly in the Zebo mod. And the whole immersion and feeling of holding the yoke of the thrust levers is spot on. So I think it's a good investment. All the way to the barber's pole. Yeah, we could go a little bit quicker. I've got a lot of extra fuel today.
AGN radar, Athens radar, AGN 136, flight level 140, climbing for 170.
Diana 136, Athena radar, contact climb the flight level 240 as final.
I've been to Istanbul before on a stream on a members group flight. H. Burechi, 17 left has ILS. I think they all have ILS. Kieran, could use a second FMS to fill in the secondary and then cross fill as required or switch to the other side of HSI button autopilot pilot. That looks, Kieran, that's asking for trouble. I'm just going to imagine that. That can't be done, but that does sound. I'm sure it works out of it. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to screw that up.
Packet to Golf, contact Ankara 129.45, bye-bye.
Scott, does anyone have issues multiple browsing tabs open with X-Plane and streaming YouTube at the same time and cause too much heap usage? I don't know what heap usage is, buddy. For me, if I was to open up my...
Packet to Golf, Athens.
Let me open my task manager here. I know you can't see this, but right now my CPU usage is 18%. That's so low. My old one, it was like at 100. CPU is 18%. Memory 44%. Ethernet 6 megabytes uploads, 0.3 download. Nvidia GPU is 56%. Streamlabs is using 1% of my total CPU, and X-Plane 10.7. So it is a small percentage, but on my old PC I found that if I closed as much as possible in the background, it did help. But I'm very fortunate this PC. It's amazing. I'm so happy with it. I have it. What's the plugin to use for these nice clouds? Enhanced Skyscapes. It's about 15 euros. So, one of the things is I don't want to really start briefing an arrival because it is likely whatever I brief to you guys will change. As we get a bit closer, we'll have a bit more of an idea. When we get to over Turkish airspace, we'll be able to confirm it.
Number 2 clear RNAV for approach, report final, Eurowing 6615.
Eurowing 6615 for reduce minimum clean speed.
Minimum speed, Eurowing 6615.
Beautiful. Marking, what style do you use? So it's a custom style, which is in between high performance and high quality. High quality, can't really tell much of a difference, and my CPU and GPU usage doesn't go up much, but it makes everything lag. For me, everything gets a bit delayed, so input lag on the controls, the keyboard. So I sort of use high performance and I've slightly increasing. I just reloaded there. And I actually just recently shared it in Discord, Marking, if you want to try it out. Someone asked for a copy of it, so I posted it there. JUP compiler, enhanced skyscapes of active sky XP is awesome. That's the exact combination I use. That's all I use. The only thing they need to fix is the weather updates or when the clouds get redrawn, but it's a small thing for me. But for me, it's exactly what I use. Just active sky, just cloud enhanced, enhanced skyscapes, and it looks great. Anytime.
Radar contact, continue climb via
Kieran, 128850 is the 80th, not sure if you'll pick it up yet. Maybe I can get it on text in X-Pilot. Don't think it'll probably help much though. Just say which one it is. I've already got it on text.
Packet 3 Lima, contact Ankara 129 425, bye. 129 425, yeah, Packet 2 Lima.
So it says simultaneous parallel approaches and departures in progress. Aircraft unable for RNAV operations. Please advise ATC, so if you're in your Felis or your Concords, big problems. Expect ILS Zulu approach 16 right, ILS X-ray 17 right, ILS Zulu 18. So they are using for landing, as already advised by someone in chat, 16 right, 17 right, and runway 18. All traffic must insert instructed RNAV transition with star. All traffic must apply with all altitude and speed restrictions unless told by ATC. And that's it. So, we're sort of coming in this direction here. So I think 16 right, they're using 16 right, so this one here, 17 right, and runway 18. I think if we planned for initially the most westerly runway 16 right, because that's the one that's closest, and go from there, and then we can confirm later with approach. If we have to change it, we have to change it. So, I think, is that the one I planned for? I can't remember.
Direct proceed to Osmos for VOR Zulu runway 34
So,
136.
Papa, correction 5 Golf Tango, contact Ankara 129 425, bye bye.
1290425 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Good day, sir. Bye-bye. Have a listen to Ankara, see what they say. Ankara, very good evening. Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, maintaining flight level 230 inbound to Amani.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, Ankara Commercial, good evening. Expect inlet to Bravo arrival, ILS Zulu, runway 17 left.
Expecting the inbid to Bravo arrival for runway 17 left, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So none of the runways that the ATIS suggested. Said runway 17 left for us. Okay, that's fine. At least we've got a runway and an arrival. So let's get rid of that. It could change. Airports like this, you got to always get ready for runway changes at last second or star changes.
Why don't know we are clear ILS Zulu runway 05
that's what I wanted. So inbid to Bravo. I think it's the one I actually planned for. It is inbid to Bravo.
Confirm X10 1 Alpha ILS Zulu runway 36 center.
And ILS 17 left.
Continue. Good. Descent flight level 250.
There we go. So this terminates at waypoint Insta, and then I guess from Insta we go Gazos Bourne to Tiksu. Perfect. So let's get this changed. So let's go to list. Why is that not working? What have I done wrong? Select flight plan.
Inbound with Airbus flight level 240, requesting climb.
Menu arrive. So that got the correct start, which is great. And it's 17 left. That I think I've just been incredibly lucky because that's what I planned at the planning stage. This is the one sim brief gave me. I think that's just complete luck. That this is all coded already. That's wicked. I don't have to change anything.
Contact Yeshuki approach 120.45.
Approach.
Longcam, are your strobes on? I think we turned them on. Yes. White anti-collision light on. I think that's the strobes. Right, let's check this arrival. So, one thing I learned earlier on my test sector, you'll see our arrival starts at inbit. If you go here to flight plan, there's inbit. You'll see I have a restriction here at 270 above. Now, because we're below that, I can't actually utilise the VNAV button here. So there's this VNAV function. You put in a target vertical speed, but because this is above you, it doesn't work. So what I found is once I've passed the LECME to be at below 270, I can then update the VNAV by putting in our target rate of descent, and then it worked. It gave me a VNAV descent restriction. So what I'm going to do now is step through these, make sure we're happy with the points. So we've got Lemke, and then from Lemke to Google, FM 751, 220 to 200, that checks. FM 751, 752, 753, 754, 755, 140 below, that checks in the FMS. 756, 757, 758, 9000, 760, 761, 23, 764, 9000 as well.
Ankara Control, akşamlar. Santic 5 Tango, climb flight level 350.
766, 767 to Insta. And Insta 3000 above it, it's giving me 5706. So, looks like it's all coded correctly. And we'll now go on to the ILS. No MSA train issues, 3,500 feet to the south. ILS frequency is 11195, which I'll set nav 1 and nav 2. And that is active on both nav 1 and nav 2. At course now, to set the course while staying in nav mode, I think we have to hold down the format button. So I hold down format, now I can set the course. Course is 174. I don't care about Jim's side today because I haven't even updated his FMS once. We're going to update at the same time. Ah, what have I done? No, you idiot! I accidentally changed the nav source. So 174. I'm in wings level at the moment, which is great. So let's now press the format button again. make sure we're in nav. FMS1 and then re-engage nav. There we go. Look at that. Now we're pushing the barber's pole. Look at that. 252 knots. Love it. So frequencies course is set. Minimum's 402. Oh, that's the flipping barrow.
Anchor Control, good evening. Speedo 2563 on the ground at Dalaman with QH102, so request clearance to Gatwick.
So 410, that's fine.
2563.
So vectors all via Insta onto the ILS, and we have all the points here hopefully. Insta, Gazos, Born, Tiksu at 4000.
Cleared to Kikik 1 uniform,
And then
departure runway
Elmin.
01, squawk 3206, Speedo
Onto the
2563.
ILS. Now, any Flybe or Dash 8 experts regarding the EOA point, what do I do here? Can I ignore that? Because that's the missed approach after that point, isn't it? So in the event of missed approach, look,
Approach
go around here, set power, flat 15, push go around, follow flight directors in the Dash 8s. And this is straight ahead to Nasfu, which is after this EOA point, and Urwaz to hold. So that's it. Caution, ATC will clear aircraft to the approach procedure via Insta or DIVD, 17 left. As soon as instruction is received, the aircraft will comply. Follow the procedure. Do not engage ILS before localizer and set to Tiksu. Settle and glide path below 4000.
Inbound.
Simultaneous approaches authorized.
Lima, Sierra, Victor, good evening.
492 Anchor Control, good evening. You're identified. Expect inbound to Bravo arrival, ILS Zulu, runway
And then
17.
approach. That was not approach rate airport. 40 charts.
Expecting mainback to Bravo, arrival for 17 left. Eurotron
17 left for us then. It's the most outer runway here, so we need to vacate to the left to go towards the main terminal. Don't really have any other option. And then we'll aim for Charlie 7. So guys, I don't really want to use any reverse because I'm going to have to add power. So Charlie 7 is halfway down this runway. And the runway length is 3,400 meters. So it's going to be 1,800 meters. So C7, I don't want to use any reverse. I'm just going to use idle as soon as we touch down and keep the speed up. And just vacate to Charlie 7 and then hopefully not get lost. Let's see if we get the parking stand chart. Oh my days, there we are, Charlie 7. Okay, and I'll use this to find our parking stand, which could be interesting. Hopefully a remote stand over here. Perfect. Longcat, thank you. Just leave it, don't delete the last no link. Thank you. Longcat, if I remember rightly, you do operate this aircraft in real life, I think. Well, it was a similar aircraft, I remember you saying. Thanks for subscribing, Jordan B455.
Anchor Control, Alpaca 23 Lima, request descent.
And again, we don't have a top of descent point yet. We will, as soon as we pass this LECME at 27,000, I'll update VNAV to get a top descent point for the 220 restriction at 751, which is just below us.
Approach 120.45.
120.745, ciao.
Ankara Control 35 Tango, regular flight level 25.
Ben, which scenery is Istanbul? Are we expected to get a good tour today? You'll get a great tour, but it's the freeway one available in the video description. It's very good. And they have a lovely ortho patch for it as well.
Can I maintain flight level 340?
340, thank you.
Longcat, you'd almost never use reverse in the dry anyway, only on really short runways like Jersey. Okay.
40 Foxtrot, clear. 40 Foxtrot, taxi runway 21 right, via Delta 2, Alpha, hold, Alpha 1.
Ah, F1 Flybe for you. Very cool, Longcat. Very cool. How are you? I'm hoping that your situation is perhaps improved. I know Flybe are being resurrected. I think they've reopened their headquarters in Birmingham, haven't they? As opposed to Exeter. But yeah, I have a lot of colleagues. I fly with a lot of people who are ex-Flybe. They probably know you. Axel looks like a taxi nightmare. Yeah, this is the sort of taxi nightmare airport. Just got to take your time. If unsure position, stop the aircraft, set the parking brake, confirm where you are. I have a habit of getting lost during live streams on the grounds.
2563 pushback and start out
Oh, Job Company wants to go to Jersey. You know, Jersey's a beautiful island. I've been there before.
2563.
It's beautiful scenery. This is zoom level 16 Bing. There's a few clouds, but I think generally Bing. I looked online and they said, yeah, Bing's generally quite good for Turkey. We are now in Turkey. We're just to the west of here.
Echo 23 Lima, contact TSUK approach 120.45.
James OP thoroughly enjoyed the train sim stream the other day. Yeah, that was cool fun. It was good fun. It's been a while since we jumped into it. So I'll carry on with that wherever we are in the campaign with the next few missions at some point. Very easy for me to set up. I'm on standby again tomorrow. Plan is to have another race on the Airline Pilot Plays channel. And flying on Monday. I'll do a stream on Thursday, I planned, and then if I don't get called on standby next weekend, I'm doing cross the land on Saturday. That's what I've got planned for the next week or so. Mark King, where can I find your custom enhanced skyscapes? Mark, I can't remember which channel I posted it. It was one whoever asked for it. If you go to Discord, the search function, just search anything posted by myself, and I think I've sent about 2 dozen messages, so you'll see it there. Beautiful. Yeah, for the cross the land guys, I'll pull that. Being explain. I'm going from Jeddah to Vienna, flights about 4.5–5 hours. And I'll do the usual thing. Whatever aircraft I take, it's a long stream, special sort of occasion stream. I'll do a giveaway of whatever aircraft we take. That will include the Challenger 650, so I will, regardless if the Challenger 650 is voted or not, I need to do a giveaway of that aircraft still. So that will come at some point. Norski soon, when City Skylines soon. I have all the DLC. I've even tried out like a little private one. I have all the DLC installed. The airport expansion one, I think the airports you build aren't exactly like how airports work in real life. And, you have to sort of like build these taxiways in a loop. We'll do something.
Information Charlie, Bergo 1 Charlie, for...
Brad Solo Cam. This is actually say index finger cam. Marking, I found it. Pain to ask, how do I go about installing it? It's not easy at all. You just simply copy and paste that over the other folder in there, I think. Or just copy your settings. It's only about 3 or 4 settings have changed. Welcome back, George WO as a member. Glad you're back. Thank you very much. Back to the members of the Discord if you enjoy using the custom emoji chat. Thank you very much, buddy.
Continue descent, flight level 200.
Ben, I'm taking part in my first cross land, so I'll be watching along, but I'll be wanting to concentrate on ATC. Looking forward to the race tomorrow, though. Yes, I'll get that organised. Which tracker is ahead now? Yeah, it's a shame because last weekend I had something come up quite last second, but I don't think we got fully organised with regards to what we do anything. But I thought, let's just keep it simple. Back in the radical car, we all enjoy racing.
563, request taxi.
2563, taxi to runway 01 via Delta 1, Foxtrot, hold echo.
Delta 1, Foxtrot, hold echo, 01, 2563.
Via 108 Lima, proceed direct.
Technically on, well, technically we are now officially on the arrival, inbound to Lekby. 2 minutes and then we'll update the VNAV function for top of 7 points.
Polonia 108 Lima, it's going to be localized Zulu, runway 29.
Mark, I'll have a look after the stream. There's not much I could do to double check at the moment. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I'll have a look at the end, Mark, and yeah, if you just simply, that notepad document, just copy and paste and replace it for yours, and then choose style 1, that's fine. Andy, my seat crossline slots at 9:39. Yeah, mine's about midday, just after midday, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head. Hi Dave, where are you flying at the moment? I had to eat dinner, brush teeth and do a bit of cleaning, so missed some parts unfortunately, no problem. We are in between Athens and Istanbul, just south of Istanbul at the moment, starting our descent shortly. So here we are.
Any shortcut for us is possible?
Cheeky. No problem, Mark, I'll have a look afterwards.
256, let's get somewhere, please.
This is very inefficient to do 50 knots right below VMO, but we've got plenty of gas here. We'll do a quick fuel check at Legme. I'm just using the default Dash 8 profile for sim brief.
Hello radar, back at the Alpha Mike, request descent.
2 Alpha Mike, descent flight level 25, did I?
Now, Legme, so we should have been there 48 minutes into the flight, 41, but remember we're travelling a little bit faster with our flight plan. I think this has a bit more of an efficient speed. This says Legme, our true airspeed should be, it was in Mach, but 0.53, which one's true airspeed? It's the one below Mach. So Legme, true airspeed should be 319 knots, we're doing 350, so we're doing a good 35 knots above our target true airspeed. Ground speed's 277,325, so that's good. But anyway, we should have 1,300 kilos of fuel. We've got 2,600, so that's all that extra fuel we took. We should have burnt a ton. How do we find fuel used? That'll be in the FMS somewhere, won't it?
5 Golf Tango, DE contact.
Flow.
DGT approach on frequency 120.45.
Now, overhead. Where's fuel burn? I don't know, but our endurance at this setting is 2 hours 47 minutes. Look. So now we have passed that restriction, 270 below at Legme. I can go here to VNAV, just put a target vertical speed, I'll just put 1,500 feet per minute, and it should generate a top of descent based on this target vertical speed. There we are. So top of descent 29 miles, 2.6 degrees apparently, in 5 minutes, and then we now have VNAV available. But it took me earlier, I was like, why is that not working? And the reason was because I had a restriction above. Remember, this is not like VNAV on a 7.3, which does everything pretty much for you. It's a very archaic system. I've got a funny feeling someone said in FlyB they very rarely used VNAV. Hello Sky, a bit late for the stream, was flying the Dash myself, very cool. What microphone do you use? I have the Steel, I always say this wrong, Steel Arcticus 5. It's just a boom bike headphone, it's very clear.
Right.
21 right, clear for takeoff, Turkish 4 Sierra Fox.
Decrease
5 Golf Tango contact approach 120.45.
120.45 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Cheerio.
4036 Mike Bravo Heavy.
There's Google.
Alpaca 22 Golf, descent to 3,000 feet, proceed.
Oops.
Direct inside, descend 3,000 feet, Alpaca to the Golf.
Approach, very good evening, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. We're on the inbid to Bravo, inbound to Google, maintaining flight level 230.
Alpaca 2 Alpha, Mike, hello Yeşil Köy, via inbid to Bravo, descent to flight level 150.
Someone else, I think, 2 Alpha Mike.
Inbid to Bravo, descend 150.
I've stepped on him.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, Yeşil Köy, via inbid to Bravo, descent to flight level 160.
And set flight level 160 on the inbid to Bravo, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So, 160.
Uniform November 01, contact Ankara Center 129.425, bye-bye.
Is set, and then out select so we don't level off. And what I'm going to do is just use vertical speed.
Turkish 2137,
Start a gentle descent. So we're just sort of, you know, it's fine. We've got an early descent, and when VNAV catches up we can re-engage it. We've got to make sure we don't go below 200 though
Emirates 17,
at that point. So
continue climb
just got
flight
to take a
level
bit of power
240.
off, otherwise we'll exceed VMO.
Continue climb
We'll stay right in the barber's pole, old school.
Turkish 71, establish stabilizer on 6 right.
Speed restrictions, nothing
711,
until 250 at
contact tower
753.
130.620, bye-bye.
130.620, Turkish 71, bye-bye.
They have 3 tower frequencies here.
Approach, junction
It's crazy. Wow, thanks a lot, Anon FlyJSim. Thanks for 10 buddy.
1473, akşamlar identified, continue climb flight level 250.
What a flight. Crazy departure confusion. Mad workload in cockpit en route cause SID and runway change.
Romeo 01,
Even more
contact Ankara
respect for
Center
your work in the
129.425.
sky. Great ATC. Good luck on arrival. Taxiing was madness.
Thanks a lot, Anon FlyJSim. Simulator says that you had a very exciting sector. Appreciate the support, buddy, and as a member as well. Appreciate the generosity shown. And glad you got on the ground, it seems, so you'll get better in time. As well. You're going to see something similar in this aircraft, that's for sure. Thanks, buddy.
I'm monitoring Unicom 122.
Yeah, look, I saw that comment, 2.5 times accurately, because 2.5 actually, yeah, of course, going much slower.
Alpaca 32 Lima, Yeşilköy approach.
Beautiful.
Was that for Alpaca 23 Lima? Alpaca 23 Lima, descent to 90,000 feet, QNH 1019er. 90,000 feet, 1019er, Alpaca 23 Lima.
So it's good descent rates. Will be between the 220 and 200 restriction.
212, clear tailless, Zulu approach
And
runway
you get
16
VNAV
right, high speed
information, I
approach
think.
East.
Yeah, I think, yeah, there's the message, I think, just to say approaching top of descent alert. It doesn't actually realise you've descended yet. It's an amazing VNAV, it's really cool. And there's our VNAV profile appearing now.
High speed approach till Insta Walker 212.
Alpaca 125, reduce speed to 220 knots indicated.
The ATC will appreciate this speed, because 250 knots is like a normal descent speed for commercial jet airliner as well.
Approach Supreme International 2174, Rixon to Bravo 200. Supreme International 2174, hello. Via Rixon to Bravo, descent to flight level 140. Descent is 140, International 2174.
Oh guys, I can read the Turkish, but I can't pronounce it.
Small plane 782,
Small
contact
plane?
Ankara Center,
Is that its call sign? Is that an airline? I've never heard that.
Flight, bye-bye.
Love that. Small plane.
194, 25, small plane sign to the right.
Is it maybe an airline I've never heard of in Turkey? Was it Small Planet? Isn't there something like that?
Alpaca 125, your runway changed to 16 right again, sorry.
Yeah, runway changes. That's stressful.
The third one, okay, 16 right, Alpaca 125.
He made his point that it was the third time it's been changed. It's a pain. I've not had 3. I've had runway changes, but always been permanent.
Alpaca 782,
Yeah, maybe Small
hello,
Planet,
identified,
yeah.
continue climb flight level 170.
Continue climb flight level 170, Alpaca 78.
Oh, where's my VNAV profile information gone? It's just disappeared. Anyway, that's the restriction we've complied with between 220 and 200.
Proceed direct to Makol.
Direct Makol, thank you, 1473.
Ah, it spat out my targets.
Istanbul approach Emirates 17.
Emirates 17, contact Ankara Center 129.425, bye-bye.
So next restriction is 250 knots, 753.
425, Emirates 17, thank you.
This is the new airport, John, that's correct.
Alpaca 23 Lima, proceed direct to Insta, descend to 3,000 feet.
Direct to Insta, so that's the initial approach 6.
Alpaca 23 Lima.
So one of these is conventional arrival. If it's quiet, they can just poof, send you straight to
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, continue descent to 90,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
9,000 feet, QNH 1019, Alpaca 2.
Look at this beautiful landscape. Zoom level 16 tile there. It's the quietest Dash 8 in the cabin you'll ever hear.
Alpaca 782, proceed direct to Ratfu, continue climb flight level 250.
That's the gear view when they drop the
Proceed
gear.
direct to Ratfu, continue climb flight level 250, Alpaca 78.
And all stations, be advised that there are server problems, as you know.
Oh dear, server problems. Oh no, that's unlucky. I think there was server problems the other day on FlyJSim. FlyJSim Turkey is very active.
36 Mike Bravo Heavy, are we clear to switch frequencies?
So max 250 coming up, so I'm just going to bring the power back a little bit so we comply with the speed restriction on the arrival. Waypoint alert. Absolute point merge procedure, becoming more and more common, replacing conventional holds. Barcelona has it, Dublin has it, where else has them? Most German airports have it.
212, clear tailless approach runway 16 flight report established.
Clear Alice 168, report established, Walker. 212.
Ataka 125, via insta transition, clear tailless approach 16 flight report established.
So remember, our runway is 17 left, guys.
16
17
right,
left.
confirm altitude, Alpha 125.
So that's the runway we're landing on.
Ataka 125, altitude 3000.
Could easily land on the wrong runway in these situations. It sounds like, wow, how would you do that? But it can happen. Be very careful. Got the right one set up. Anyway, look, there's our VNAV profile coming up. So what we can do, we can select VNAV, and we'll allow that to deal with our descent rate, and that should comply.
Ataka 125, maintain present heading, please.
What happened to my VNAV? It was on profile and now it's gone down there. 800 feet above. Oh, I won't use VNAV anymore.
From still descent.
Just went on profile to not being on profile. Let's go.
From descent 3000 feet, maintain present heading.
Indicated airspeed hold
Heading,
250, so we can apply the restriction.
3000 feet, Alpha 125.
Just reduce a bit more power because I think this
36 Mike Bravo
is going to then make sure we
clear to switch frequencies.
maintain 14,000 feet.
Turkey 6 Mike Bravo Heavy, there are server problems.
sorry.
I don't see anyone on my scope now, so.
Oh no, that's bad.
Roger, 6 Mike Bravo.
All stations, if you hear me, continue as published.
We'll do that then.
We're here, 5x5.
555 for jump.
Roger, to the Gulf.
Yeah, I don't think he can see anyone
Server
at the
problem,
moment.
sorry.
So this is interesting. Do I carry on descending? Because he's only cleared us to 160. But if it was America, you'd carry on descending. But in reality, no, I wouldn't go below 160. Interesting. What I might do is carry on descent with the procedure. So I've got to be below 140.
Alpha 125, I can proceed direct pivot and be at
140. So yeah, this is something I wouldn't do in real life. I'd request further descent, but if he can't see us, I'm just going to comply with the
125, if
restrictions on the
possible,
arrival.
proceed direct to NEPA and descend to 3000.
So I'm nearly back on VNAV profile.
Walker 212, we overshuttle.
Direct to Insta 3000.
They are VNAVs engaged, VNAV path.
Ataka 23 Lima, proceed direct to Insta, descend to 3000 feet.
Yeah, Lauren, but that as published, that in Europe, Lauren, in Europe, I know in the States, you carry on descending, but you must not in Europe go below your cleared altitude. So if you're cleared to descend 160, you must not go below that. If I was to set 140 now, I would in real life have a level bust of going below 160. It's very different in the United States, which is why when I go to the US, I always query it. So you continue with the arrival, but you must not go below your cleared level. Always point that out when I'm in America, and it's very alien to us European pilots. Oh, got climb power set. Do I go to max power now? Or max RPM? Still got 900. Oh no, I should have been at min 850, shouldn't I? Whoops. Inefficient of me. So there's 14. Or flight level 140 we're complying with. Next one's 9,000. Lauren, I'm pretty sure what he meant by as published was continue with the procedure. Lauren, I've been flying a 737 for 10 years. I know what you're saying, but in Europe, you can't do what I did. In America, yes. In Europe, you can't. Trust me on that one. Trust me. I'm just saying, like, that's why I set a low altitude, because he can't see us. But if in reality, we wouldn't be able to go lower. Speed. Not emergency power. So we're just going to level off there, and next restriction is 9,000, so that is the altitude. back to Vina. Now we'll go indicated airspeed hold. And flight idle. And it should pitch down there because I've just got to dive for the profile there. JDog just landed at VATSIM network in Istanbul, started having problems. Hopefully they're back when you arrive. Yeah, they've been having JDog. Problems JDog. They did say it's server issues and stuff like that. And I think that currently the controller can't actually see us on the VATSIM scope, which is a bit of a problem. Which is why I'm just descending to make each restriction here. But as Lauren was saying, in Europe, when we have restrictions like this, you have to comply with them, but only if ATC clear you further. In reality, if we're told to descend flight level 160 and continue with the procedure, that only means in a lateral sense we can't descend to 140 until we're specifically cleared, unless ATC specifically says, yeah, each altitude restriction, which is very unusual. So what would happen is I'd have to level off at 160 and just say, yeah, unable to make the 140 restriction. In the United States, which I've found, just adding power here, what I've found is when they clear you for the procedure, they mean step down each restriction. Which for me, when I go to VATSIM US, I'm always like, can I descend further? And they're like, yeah, of course you can. Like I'm a bit of a plonker. I'm like, oh, I'm just checking, because it's very different for us. Anyway, we'll set 9,000 and set the liquid QNH as well.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Which is 1020. 020, there we are, and that'll be 230 knots, that restriction, and VNAV's engaged. Jason Bond, thank you very much for the £4.50, that's very kind of you. Hope you're doing well, buddy, and take care of yourself, and good luck with your next film. Thanks a lot. Longcat, 2,500 feet per minute, standard dash descent. Yeah, you guys could do dirty dives. I remember commuting with Flybe, and they sometimes really stuck that nose down, I could tell. They must have been going really going down. Oh, guys, yeah, VATSIM is down completely. I've got no information here.
Alpha Mike descent 3,000
there we
feet
are.
direct
Actually,
to Insta.
it's all the information all disappeared. Lawrence Border, lost comm situation, I certainly radar lost controllers and interest in position reports. Yeah.
Direct to Waden.
There we are, so we've got 9,000. The VNAV works quite well. It seems to really comply with those restrictions. Just speed you have to obviously manage yourself.
Contact tower 130.62, bye bye.
Or 130.62. Thanks for your help and good luck on Papa Budget 5.
Pressurization set. Checks complete, and then we have to maintain 9,000 for ages. Start bringing speed back to 230. Matthew, yep, key phrase here is descend via, meaning follow the arrival on the letter. So descend via means you can make all the you can descend with all the restrictions as well. That's cool. But yeah, in Europe, though where I've flown to, we're allowed to set a lower altitude
direct to Insta descent to 4,000
until we're cleared specifically to that altitude. Right, there we are, 9,000 restriction met at Foxtrot Mike 758, got to maintain max 230, so I had power now.
Faka 23 Lima, reduce speed to 170 indicated.
Actually,
speed 170,
yeah, 1020. Dante, what a funky start, lots of turns it is. I mean, again, we would never do this full arrival like we are unless it was really busy. Obviously, there's VATSIM network issues tonight. I'm not sure if you can see me or not. I might actually just give him a nudge in a second. But instead of holding you, they just keep you on these arrivals until they can. Right, so we've done the post-cruise checks. Lights are on at 230 knots, 9,000. Approach Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. I'm not sure if you can see us, but we're currently inbound to Foxtrot Mike 760 on the arrival.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, I called you, but there was a server problem. Proceed direct to Insta, descend to 3,000 feet. Correction, descend to 5,000 feet now.
Sorry if I missed you. Descend to 5,000 feet and direct to Istanbul, back of 5 Golf Tango. I'm pretty sure he didn't call, but then again, it's probably...
5 Golf Tango, reduce speed 200 knots when available.
Reducing speed 200 knots, back of 5 Golf Tango. Speed's coming back slowly. Direct to
Approach, good evening, Alpha 26,
Insta.
call inbound Foxtrot Mike 751, flight level 250.
Where are you, Insta?
Alpha 26 Golf,
Number
hello,
27.
continue descent to flight level 150, proceed direct to Insta.
Enter.
Descent 150, direct to Insta, Alpha 26 Golf.
LNAV, go, turn me. Indicated airspeed hold.
Alpha 26 Golf, we establish the runway 16 right.
Speed back to 200 knots. Which I think is the clean speed.
Alpha 22 Golf,
Below 200 knots, we've got a slip
contact
flat.
tower 130.62, bye-bye.
13065, ciao.
Captain Alpadeni's VATS observers are acting weird
Turkish
again.
Papa
Yeah,
Lima,
I mean,
proceed
I was
directly
connected
left.
and I could see no frequencies on there, and then I couldn't
Papa
hear
Lima,
anything on
thank
the
you.
radio. But it seems to be okay my end now. Anyway, 5,200 knots, so that's in sort of indicated airspeed hold. We can actually shallow that off slightly. It's to how many miles until touchdown? Where
Alpha
do you-
26 Golf, expect ILS to approach runway 18.
Much information, got a message as well. What is progress page? How do you find how many miles left to run? It's a bit wobbly there, but yeah, we're still 36 miles away. Yeah, so we only need to be doing 1,000 feet per minute really. Vertical speed 900 and 800 is fine. We'll just add power to maintain 200 knots. Turn this funky music off now as we get onto the approach.
Ukraine International 2174, reduce speed 220.
180 is minimum clean. Thanks, Logca.
220 knots, International 2174.
So sort of not using VNav at the moment. It's showing me... What is this message? There we are, message. Top of descent then, okay. Where do you find total distance or distance to run until touchdown? I mean, I can sort of work it out backwards. 20, it's about 30 miles. A little bit low. But 200 knots.
Africa 23 Lima, they confirm ILS captured.
Altimeters are set, power set, cruise, descent checks, altimeters are on the QNH. You come out to set approach, altimeters are set, lights are set, GPW landing selected. Fuel transfer off.
Lima, contact tower 119 decimal
It's a bit early maybe, but I'll put the auxiliary tanks on.
025, the Alpha 23 Lima, good night.
Standby hydraulic pressure.
Alpha Mike, clear to ILS approach 16 right. Clear to ILS approach 16 right. I can see you.
Checked. So, landing checklist next. So
British 4 Papa Lima, contact Ankara Center 129 decimal 425. Have a nice flight, bye-bye. Frequency 1425.
I think the VNav page answers progress.
From 129 and 425.
Calling Ankara at 129 decimal 50.
I just wanted total distance to run. You get on the prog page on the FMS. It's okay. We'll go old school. Anyway, I'm not so worried about CDA.
Alpha 26 Golf, descent to 3000.
We're doing our speeds.
1020.
I'm so very happy with how everything's gone today.
1020, Alpha 26 Golf.
Looking good. Anyways, going back to controlling us to runway 18. That's a long taxi for me though. I don't want runway 18. It's like miles away from anything. It's over there.
International
Actually, not too bad, I
7174,
suppose.
via the transition.
Currently got
to
17 left
approach
in the
165.
box, and what we're planning on. See what happens. Might get a last minute
Clear
change.
to approach 16 right to International 2174.
Oh yeah, approach speeds need to be selected.
2174 maintain speed
That's there we
220.
are. And I remember we've got to keep the speed between the two. And landing's going to be all over the place. No check, close, hold in dash 8.
International 2174.
and approach Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Just to confirm, after Insta we can expect ILS 17 left.
5 Golf Tango, if possible you can expect 18, not 17 left, 18.
No problem, we'll plan for 18 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. God damn it, well, it was a good job we asked.
Expect ILS Zulu 18, descent 4,000 feet.
That's a bit as well. Descent 4,000 feet, expect ILS 18 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. So 4,000 feet set, we'll keep the vertical speed at the same rate, that's fine for us. Uh-oh, how do I change this quickly in the dash 8? Right, first the approach, ILS 18, I'll keep the other chart out just in case he changes his mind. 11095, active.
Patrick 66 Victor, contact Ankara Center 129.
On box 1 and 2, I've done that on my tuning panel. Course should be the same, 174.
Patrick 66 Victor, contact Ankara Center 129
a little bit of power off, and we need to select the FMS. So, oh my god. I've got to go to flight plan, menu, arrivals. Runway 5 is 18. Star. Many distractions now. Invent to Bravo. 6.
Turkish 5 Romeo Victor. Hello, identified. Continue climb flight level 250.
Wow, Apt got a GD out of you. Impressive.
A GT out of you? What's that? No, I don't know what that is. Thanks for the $5. Thanks, buddy. Number 3. Oh. I missed my 7.3 so much. Right, okay, Insta. Then after Insta, how do I... right, what I'm going to do is be a bit naughty. As soon as I approach Insta, I'm just going to route direct to the centre fix or whatever waypoint I need for the approach. Or is there a proper transition? Is there an Insta transition for runway 18? There is. Uh-oh. I need to get the transition in.
True Alpha Mike, Yeşilköy seems overshooting.
Oh, this... no, this FMS, man. Menu, arrival.
Confirm overshooting for ILS Vector.
So, I need, where's my transition? ILS Zulu 18. Transition, Insta, 2. Enter. How's that looking?
True Alpha Mike,
where are you?
radar vectors,
where is it?
Zulu
Oh
18.
no! Flight plan.
Okay, we can expect 18, Alpha to Alpha Mike. 2 Alpha Mike A firm, I will give you radar vectors and right heading 200 now.
Come on, this has to work.
50.
I'm so sorry to whoever this is.
30. 20.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango via Insta clear ILS approach runway 18.
Via Insta cleared ILS runway 18, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Just look at that, by the nick of my skin of my teeth, literally just before Insta managed to work out how to do it. That was super close.
And Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike,
thank you,
continue right
turn
turn
240. £2. I warned you it was madness, Captain. Fun times. Oh my goodness me. We got it in, We're inbound to Gazos. Superb. There's 4,000. We'll maintain this altitude until we're onto the ILS. Oh, by the skin of my teeth did I get that in. My goodness me. So much for CDA, but I don't care. I'm flying this aeroplane. Oh, altitude select. Oh my goodness. My virtual first officer's just saving me a lot. That was very close. No problem. 200 knots, 4,000 feet, inbound to Gazos on the transition via Insta onto ILS 18. Like a pro. I just did that on purpose. Just entertaining for you.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, clear ILS Zulu.
We'll maintain 200 knots, which is the cleared speed by ATC. Nice and low. Oh my goodness me. Why didn't you do a CDA at work? Never mind. So, I will put the props now to 900, and I think I'll do that little trick. I don't know at what point I do it, if it's too early now, but I need to do that little trick to leave it in 900 and then for the go around to have a full RPM, which I think was, I can do it now. I push this. Do I hold it down and then F4? No. Ah.
Approach
Maybe I've...
Turkish 40 Foxtrot. With you.
No, it's not working for me. Oh dear.
Turkish 40 Foxtrot, iyi akşamlar.
Guys will help me in a second. I don't have to do it, but apparently it's just nicer for the cabin, the passengers, the audio's not as loud, you know, it's not so loud.
Turkish 40 Foxtrot, runway 18 SN2 Bravo.
Still don't have the ILS identified yet or anything, do I? How do I tell if the ILS is identified?
Turkish 40 Foxtrot, descend to flight level 140.
140 Turkish 40 Foxtrot.
Oh, wait till configured. Props 850, press the button, move to 1020. Oh, keep 850 until final. Okay.
International 2174,
I'll try and do that
contact
at most
towers
space.
130.620, bye bye. 130.620, tower.
Looking good.
127, goodbye, thank you for
Just waiting for the ILS to be identified. I've definitely got it active. Frequency 11095, 11095. Oh yeah, I've just been updating the minimums actually. It is 421.
Alpaca 5, Golf Tango, reduce speed to 180 knots indicated.
180 knots, Alpaca 5, Golf Tango. So reducing the speed bound to 180. We just need to update our minimums. 421, so round up to 430. This is not easy for me at all. Oh, if you want to slow down quickly in this aircraft, it's no problem at all. You just pull the power back and it just poof, speeds there.
6 Golf,
7
way
it takes
transition
ages to
clear,
slow down.
silence approach, runway 18.
So I have no ILS info yet. I mean, I guess the ILS is modelled, but you know how it is in X-Plane.
Bravo, descending flight level 200, Turkey 70 Whiskey.
Where's my
Turkey
ILS
70
info?
Whiskey, iyi akşamlar.
Just hold
Continue
on.
descent 9000 feet, QNH 1020, direct to Insta.
Ah, there it is there, okay.
Descending flight level 9000 feet by QNH
There's no classes, so
1020,
do I just
direct
hold-
Insta, Turkey 70 Whiskey.
Where's my glide path information on here? You need to change the mode to show ILS. Oh, I thought you could stay in that mode. Roll hold. Well, that's fine. I'll go for lock now. Nav. Localizer captured 180, which is our clean speed and glide slopes alive. Alpaca 5, Golf Tango is localized, established, runway 18, 180 knots. Select flaps now.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, contact tower 119.025.
1025, Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike at 8.
Oh, someone else.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, also contact tower, frequency 119.025, speed minimum.
119025 minimum approach speed, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Okay, 119025. Tower's active.
Hello, Istanbul Towers. Wind 200 degrees, 7 knots, clear
is
to land,
armed.
runway 18, report vacated.
Selected the natural flops. What's that? Is that gear warning? Well, I'll take the gear down then. Glide slope capture. Let me just get the aircraft minimum approach speed first, as requested by ATC. There we are. That's flat 15 below 172 knots, flat 35 below 158 knots. And that's all set here. And just the missed approach altitude I need to set, which is climb 174, hold at 4,000 feet is set. And we'll contact tower. Tower, hello, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, establish ILS Zulu runway 18 at minimum approach speed.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, Istanbul approach, hello sir, number 2, continue approach, and expect late landing clearance.
Continue approach, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Well, I'm doing 128 knots, I'll be falling out of the sky if I go any slower. Oh, he's there. Oh, he's in a jet. Oh, he's miles ahead. Well, I'm going to be causing a massive pile-up behind me doing this speed. Right, N1 reducer, then max RPM. Okay, just watch my speed here. So now I could do the whole prop increase thing. This aircraft's great. You can just get dirty really quick. Just drop the flaps, drop the gears, speed. It's like I've got a parachute at the end of the aeroplane. So for the nav source guys, you have to change. So if you're on the FMS and you're following the magenta line and then you want to fly the ILS, you actually have to physically change the format to go off LDAV essentially. and then onto a roll. It was on roll hold, wasn't it, or heading, and then you can select the ILS. All very information. Right, so set 850 first. 850 first. Okay. Now I push this button here. Ah! I did it! I did a thing! 850 and I have reduced NP landing. Basically a fully qualified dash pilot. Thanks, guys. Yeah, final spacing on VATSIM tends to be quite further space than the real thing, yeah. Barcelona in the summer, they, you know, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango cleared to land 50 feet every time. Everything's going to be okay. Cheers, Joe. Thanks for the words of reassurance. Do like this airplane. Bear in mind, I've had very little preparation for this flight. I've not done any practice approach since the last stream. I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. Well, I better say that after I've landed. So landing, Longcat, whilst I've got you here, landing a bit different. I'm only kind of taking the power off right above the ground, aren't I? I'm not taking the power off during the flare because it'll fall like a... well, I won't say what I usually refer to in front of you lot, but refer to my friends. It likes to drop out of the sky quite quickly, I think, if you take the power off. So I think I'll hold the power on right till above the ground, and obviously we're much lower to the ground to what we're used to. Go torque 20. What's torque 20? What happens to my speed though? Will my speed come back though? Or is that an actual setting I need to do? I don't know what torque 20 is. Actually, torque 20. No, my speed's falling back though. What happens if my speed gets below target speed? What's torque 20? Is that like a final power setting? I can't go that. I'm gonna fall out of the sky if I go torque 20.
Thank you very much. Break, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Wind 200 degrees, 7 knots, runway 18 cleared to land. Report when vacated, please.
Runway 18 cleared to land, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Right, landing, clearance received, clear to land. Landing checklist is all complete. I'm needing about torque 30-ish to hold the speed where it is. But, well, let's see what I can do with the autopilot off. Right, autopilot's disengaged. Crikey, you get no... Do you get no disconnect tone with disconnecting the autopilot? That's a bit risky. I don't like that. I like the audible warning. Right, speed's a little bit high.
Safe landing.
Thanks. I'm getting a bit low here. Oh, see, I'm going to try and fly like a 7.3. I'm naturally increasing power as I get low and pitching up to correct any changing speed. Remember, I do not fly this airplane, guys. I'm hardwired for jet airliners, not tiddly turboprops. Oh my goodness, it feels horrible. That, for me, an aircraft flight model I'm sure is perfect. Oh my goodness me. Oh, the RPM's increased to maximum. I think it's probably because I've set too much power. Whoops. That's upset everything slightly. Right, 2 reds, 2 whites. What shall I to descent? Oh, I don't like dashing. Dashing is hard. Tad low. Not going to use any reverse. Oh, a little bit high, but that's sure, alright. And disregard. Obviously would not do that in reality. That'd be unusual to get a caution there. There's minimums. Continue. A little bit high.
100.
Keep that power on as late as possible.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Cut the power. Oh, not bad. Great landing. Excellent. Let's go to disconnect. How do I do that? There we are. 100 knots. Wow, why is the RPM maxed over red? Red's not a good colour to have on the engine indications. 80 knots. We'll take this next right here. 60 knots. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Istanbul. Not a butter, but very happy with that landing for the Dash 8. I kept the power on very late there. And I didn't go to reverse, I've just put the disconnected, whatever it is. There we go. And we vacated at some point in this gigantic airport at Golf 12.
Good evening, Alpaca 264, wireless 18, 10 miles.
Where on earth are we? Oh, that's quite a convenient place to vacate.
Last station calling, say call sign again on me.
Alpaca 26 copy.
Alpaca
Look at the no butter
26
emoji, it's
Golf, Roger,
brutal.
copy, approach
Also,
number
you had a butter as well. I'm sad.
Continue approach, Alpaca 26 copy.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango is vacated 18 at Golf 12.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, that was a good one. Welcome to Istanbul. You can contact ground on 126.3. Thank you so much for flying. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, and we'll contact ground on frequency 126.3 Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Cheerio, sir. Excellent. Over to ground. Select flaps up, and this is going to be interesting. I have no idea where we're going to go. Ground, good evening, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Just vacated runway 18 at Golf 12.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, good evening, Istanbul ground, taxi to stand Hotel 46, way Golf and November 3, welcome to Istanbul.
Stand Hotel 46 via Golf and November 3, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Golf, November 3, so that's left here, November 3 is just down there.
Alpaca 5 Golf Tango, sorry, my mistake, actually, you can just go forward to taxiway November 6 and you can go to stand 130.
November 6 for stand 130, Alpaca 5 Golf Tango. Well, even easier. I don't mind. I don't think I got lost, technically. November 6, stand 130. Looks like it's going to be on my left. I like it. Thanks, very nice ground controller. Beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Down safely. Very happy. Ah, stand 130. Ooh, thank you very much. And I swear to you, I didn't slip the ground controller. Ground controller a fiver. That's generally what he said. I was going to find the other one. There we are. Stand 130. I'll show you this scenery anyway. It's a freeware scenery. Really high quality. And a lot going on here. It's absolutely gigantic. Anyway, stand 130 is here. Lucky you, I know. Didn't get lost though. Get rid of the get lost emoji. Rigged. Brilliant. It's very quiet here as well. Anyway, I'll bring it to a stop. Oh, superb. Well, I better do the cleanup as well. Right, parking brake is set. We did the landing checklist, I think. After landing, control lock on. Yeah, that's that, I think. Maybe. Transponder to standby. Hold that down. There we are, standby. Radar didn't turn on, flaps are up. 1 and 2 pumps off and yaw damper's off. So 1 and 2 off. Yaw damper is off. Spoiler flight taxi. There we are, taxi. Anti-collision light in the red position. Red. There we go. Lights we can turn off. Pitot-static system off. Obviously this is done during the taxi in by part of monitoring. Windshield heat off. Window heat off as well. We'll park that. That's already off. Ice protection switch is off. Main bus tie. We don't need the AP on this, do we? So that is tied. And shutdown checklist. There we are. Bleed 1 and 2 can come off as well. Generators. Whoops. Okay, taxi light off, emergency brake set, standby hydraulic pressure and PT control switches to normal. Power levers disconnect, which they are. Nose wheel steering off. Getting there, guys. There we are, condition levers to fuel off. Now, I remember, I have to actually, you put these to all the way back and then you have to wait 30 seconds, I think, for the engines to shut down, so yeah, we leave it in that setting, don't they, for a short while, and then they turn the fuel off. Oh no, they feather it, I remember now. So I think they leave it here, feathered, for 30 seconds. I remember when I flew with Flybe, they used to sound like this and everyone started taking their seatbelts off and they'd be like, no, don't turn off the seatbelts yet, because I think they have to feather it for 30 seconds and then turn the fuel off. I don't know why. And then after 30 seconds the fuel to off as well. Perfect. Well, we'll imagine that's 30 seconds. Oops, wrong way. There we are, fuel off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Istanbul. What a lovely flight that was. stressful occasions, but otherwise, overall not too bad at all. We got here. That's the key thing. Who have we got here then? Unbelievable. Can float this one. I could have done the Sim 737 pilot. No butter emojis galore. Unbelievable. The dash props are 14 feet across. There's some planes that have a smaller wingspan than that. Oh, quite narrow, thin. This is why I love flying to Turkey on VATSIM. They're always in such a good mood. It was amazing. AC was fantastic the whole time. They had to deal with issues on VATSIM, the network as well, so it was really good. Talking about parking on the edge of the earth, I know you wouldn't want to be actually as a passenger here going all the way to the terminal. But guys, yeah, have a look at this scenery. Completely free to download, and they have an ortho patch, so you can see it looks a bit dodgy, but the patch is needed to ensure that it works the ortho 4xp. But just to give you a sense of scale, here's where we are parked on stand 130 right in the corner, and I think this is the largest passenger terminal in the world by area, including all these gates here. And look how many stands there are. And this is free to download. They even have all the stand numbers correct. I mean, obviously, textures compared to other sims like Microsoft Flight Simulator are not as good, but for functionality, absolutely incredible. I mean, look at the size of this place. You've got a little hangar here with aircraft in. This is full speed zooming around. I mean, not even on the western part of the airport yet. Absolute balmy. But yeah, the information about this scenery is in the video description. It's just got the dev. If you just type in Istanbul Airport X-Men 11, it's the top link, guys. I think it needs some libraries. I'm not so sure, but yeah, absolutely huge. I mean, I don't know how many stands there must be. There must be hundreds of stands. But anyway, that was a lovely flight today. Rigged parking stand, unbelievable. Cool the engine core down. How to do that, Longcat? I've seen Alpacalypse here. We've done one, Sim 737 pilot. We had a group flight to this airport, which is pretty cool. Lee, if you could put the parachute away now, unbelievable. Huge, said Edo as well. Awesome. So we'll pop off of VATSIM there. If any of the VATSIM controllers are listening, thank you for an incredible event here this evening, and for dealing with the issues on the VATSIM server side. We didn't have any major issues. Glad I got the Dash 8 down in one piece with my very limited experience flying this aircraft, and I know some people like a little bit more detail and information. Again, I'm not type rated on this plane. I try my best to explain what I'm doing, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway from an entertaining perspective. Looking forward to flying this aircraft again soon. Excellent. So we are all logged off. We'll do this here and cue the funky replay music. There we go. So let me pop ourselves on final. So yeah, I was flying this like a 7.3. I wasn't sure what the torque 20 setting thing was. I think that was at a minimum power setting, I think Moen mentioned. I wasn't so sure about that, but I was just basically setting power to keep it between these two arrows, because that's what I was told you need to do, is just make sure it's between the two. Landing technique, I basically left the power... Thanks, I explained. Unbelievable. Always replays at the moment. Replays are so unstable, always causing crashes. Well, guys, very sorry to end it that way, and it was a shame because the replay would have looked pretty cool in X-Plane, but it has a habit, for me anyway, sometimes crashing during replays. It was a great shame. We could have enjoyed a nice landing. Oh, yeah, Mode, sorry, between 20 and 30 on final, we'll keep you at VRF plus 10. Got you. I thought 20 was like a setting or a switch I had to select to make sure it was 20. But yeah, that's something I'll try and remember for next time. I probably won't. But yeah, guys, sorry about that. Next time, hopefully, we'll get the replay all working. But as ever, I'll say the usual tune-out stuff whilst we look at the crash reporter for X-Plane 11. I'll have a look at what caused it as well. Jack's just walked in as well. He knows the stream's ending. To everyone that donated, thank you very much for your generosity today. Really appreciate it. To all the regular viewers and subscribers, thank you very much for popping in. I hope you enjoyed this sort of impromptu little stream in the FlyJSim Dash 8. Great aircraft, really worthwhile if you want to get this variant of aircraft for X-Plane 11. And to all my members, thank you very much for the continued support. Plan is I'll be streaming on the Airline Pilot Plays gaming channel tomorrow at 5 PM. We're going to have a fun race with some of the members, so be sure to check that out as well. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all live very soon. Bye-bye for now.